Zorn's Dungeon is the first role-playing game to be played through the YouTube live stream chat. You're not just watching the game anymore, your character is involved in the action. Spawn a level 0 character, throw them into the Bloodcage, and watch them fight for their lives. Death is permanent, but survivors can reach level 1 for even greater adventure as the game develops. Here's how to play in under 5 minutes. Step 1. Spawn your character. To play, just type bang spawn, that's !spawn, in the YouTube live stream chat anytime Zorn's Dungeon is being played live. The game instantly rolls a level 0 character with 3d6 stats straight down the line. There's also a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a random demi-human. Your starting HP determines your destiny. Low health means wizards and thieves, while high health means you get to be a fighter, paladin, or barbarian. Every character's linked to your YouTube username so you know which is yours, and we know who's playing. Each character also gets a unique ID or dog tag. You can also see which characters belong to rare professions or have particularly exceptional stats. Remember, level 0 is brutal, so spawn multiple characters to have backups ready. But be aware there's a 30-second global cooldown on the bang spawn command. If you don't get in on your first try, just try again. The chatbot will confirm what characters are created in the live stream chat. Step 2. The draft. Newly spawned characters enter the tavern. The only way out for a level 0 character is to be drafted into a 12-person party for the Bloodcage. When it's time to assemble a party, the system drafts in this priority. 1. Super VIPs, which the Game Master reserves for special guests or situations. 2. VIPs. Channel members get free VIP status once a month, and anyone can send in super chats to make one of their characters a VIP. Super chats with a specific dog tag attached guarantee that character will receive VIP status. Otherwise, the system will choose one of your characters at random. Gifting memberships also gets you and the person gifted a VIP character. 3. Active chatters. If you've commented in the live stream chat within the last hour, you get priority right behind VIPs. So if you're watching, participate in the chat to make it more likely that your character will get in on the fight. 4. The general pool. If there are still draft spaces left, then they're open to anyone else in the tavern. Yes, even if you're offline, your tavern characters are at risk and may be drafted. Note that the draft prioritizes having as many different players as possible in the party, so you usually won't have 2 of your own characters in the same cage. Step 3. Into the Bloodcage. Once the party forms, the doors open, monsters spawn, and the auto battle begins. You get to sit back and watch the bloody drama unfold. As the cage takes damage and the blood bar fills, Zorn might intervene. At 33% health loss, he might order his goblin archers to loose a volley into the heroes, or later drop a gore strider behind your lines if you're having too easy a time. And for the crunch lovers, combat, movement, spells, and all other rules are handled by the Hacked Edge game system, our custom rule set based on old school essentials. Step 4. Triage and leveling. When the dust settles, surviving PCs are hauled up to the winch room. If a character was knocked unconscious, they only survive if they have teammates still standing at the end. Otherwise, the monsters put them to the sword. Survivors earn a blood drop next to their name to indicate they lived through the ordeal. Once in the winch room, goblin medics attempt to heal individual wounds, restoring 1 HP per wound per success. Then the fairy checks HP. Anyone with enough HP to reach level 1 gets promoted, receives their class, and gets a free, full restoration of HP and spells. This is the only free magical healing in the game. Level 1 characters also earn the right to have a name. Type bang name dog tag new name in the chat to name them, or rename them on zornsdungeon.com. Step 5. Rest and return. Finally, characters are sorted to their next location. First, all dead characters are sent to the graveyard. It's their final resting place. Those characters who are still wounded are sent to the infirmary. There, wounds and spells heal in real time according to the Hacked Edge rules, meaning severe injuries may take several actual 24-hour days to recover. To keep playing, bang spawn more characters to have them ready to go. Healthy characters are sent to the stable to safely rest. They have earned their reprieve. Want to send a character back into the action and perhaps earn a second blood drop? Just move the character you want from the stable back to the tavern. You can do this at zornsdungeon.com or by typing bang T for tavern plus the dog tag of the character you want to move in the chat. You can check rosters, locations, and all of our leaderboards, tracking boss kills, maximum damage, highest XP, anytime at zornsdungeon.com/tavern. Alright, that's all you need to know to get playing Zorn's Dungeon on the live stream. Get your bang spawn ready, and we'll see you in the cage. Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but I have been doing more manual labor trying to get a covered stage up going for a at the winery in order to do events. And so, well, here I am. It took me a while and I'm coming in, but here I am. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for waiting. Thank you so much. I see Dave. Dave, wait a minute. Did Dave change his name to Dave No Fs? So we have Mrs. Dave No Fs and also Dave No Fs. Is that the case now? Did you change your name, Dave, or your YouTube handle? Did you change that? Sable Phoenix is here. Welcome, welcome. Stray is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Inner Light is here. Fish is here. SKD Fish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's Mrs. Dave right there. Mrs. Dave. Okay, I've got a super chat from Stray. Okay, let me try to get that sorted out here in just a moment. Because I think you've got Boars super chatted, and then also I think you have a VIP for Boars, and I think you have a VIP for another character. We're gonna check in just one moment. Who else is here? Mrs. Dave, I'm still seeing Sable Phoenix. All right, so welcome everybody. It is so good to see you. Please do hit the like button because we are going for 20 likes, and then we will get the blessing of the fairy. This is Zorn's Dungeon. I am your game master for the evening, and also Zorn's commentator. So if you have not been here before, Zorn's Dungeon. This is Zorn is a very powerful goblin sorcerer who has a fortress at the World's Edge Mountains, the mountains at the edge of the world. And if you make it there, he has this place called the Last Resort, so that even if you, as you spawn here, if you hit bang spawn, you're going to be spawning some pretty terrible level 0 heroes, the penniless heroes, the tremulous heroes, the dirty heroes, the debt-ridden heroes. Well, if you come to Zorn's Dungeon, this fortress that Zorn has, and you come to his gate, he will let you in. He will let you in, and he will even feed you. He will guide you to the Last Resort Tavern, and when he does so, you're welcome to eat your fill. And no coin is required. But what is required is that once you eat at the Last Resort Tavern, you're required to fight, potentially to your death, in the Bloodcage. And if you survive, you may become a level 1 character and go on to greater adventure. This is Zorn's Dungeon. We are trying to see how many people we can put through the Bloodcage right now, how many level 0 characters we can put through the Bloodcage to see level 1 characters who might come out the other end. So that's what's going on right now. So welcome everybody. So, all right, let's, what do we need to do here? I'm a little bit late here. Let's go over to the tavern. Looks like this right here. Share. I want to be sure that I shared with the also share audio tab. Okay, so I did that. Okay, so I believe you should have audio now. So you should be hearing that. And we will see. Okay, so, all right. So here we are. Let me bring this up. Welcome to the Last Resort Tavern. Yes, now we should have some audio going right here. I like to hear some audio. It gets me into the mood. Hey, everybody, hit bang spawn. That's exclamation point spawn. Look at the top up here, exclamation point spawn, and then you will exclamation point spawn, and then you will spawn a character, a level 0 character, into the tavern tonight in order to play. So we need you to do that. So hit that. Yes, Courtney says Bang T all. Courtney is demonstrating the Bang T space all. Bang T space all. If you have already been playing and you have characters in the stable is the common inn here at Zorn's Dungeon. Zorn does. Once you get through the tavern, he allows you a place to bed down and live. He does. Very generous of Zorn, this most powerful of goblin sorcerers. But if you want to turn around and you want to fight for some more XP and also some bragging rights, then you can hit Bang T All, Bang T space all. That will move all of your characters over from the stable into the tavern. As you can see, what's going on with Courtney right here. Courtney gets in, says that these are the characters. All three of Courtney's characters who are in the stable are marched over to the tavern. The tavern. Be careful though with Bang T all, because if you have magic users who have not had 24 hours, this game plays in real time. We play in real time right here. Magic spells are only regained every 24 hours, so you could have magic users in the stable who have not regained their spells yet. Go to zornsdungeon.com. Zornsdungeon.com will allow you to log in, look at all of your characters with greater granularity, and also move them to different locations with greater granularity than can be done here in the chat. You can hit Bang T all space dog tag and move individual characters, but it's probably better to do it on zornsdungeon.com. Look at everything you've got there, well, come in to fight tonight. Let's see. Okay, so before we go in and fight tonight, I do want to, well, let's see. Zornsdungeon.com right now. We now have 87 players. 87 total players have come in. We have 87 players who have spawned 834 characters. 377 of them have died. So there you go. That's zornsdungeon.com. Go ahead and come in here if you are, say, sign in right here. That will take you to review all of your characters. Before we actually start fighting tonight, let's go over here and review the, wait. I forgot. I did not post the changelog today. So the changelog is only available on zornsdungeon.com. I'm going to go ahead and say I have a hero. I want to sign in. I'm going to say sign in with Google. Make sure that you sign in with Google and then also your YouTube account that you are using to play. When you do that, that will allow you to see all of your characters and manage them that you are spawning here. So I'm logged in. There we go. And now I can see all of my characters. There is a change log, or there should be a change log. Let me see. Change log. So, oh, yes. Okay. So July 16th, that's today, right? Okay. So I'm sorry, I forgot to post that to YouTube today. Added. Spell effects now explain themselves in the fight text. When an effect like frozen, on fire, or staggered lands, a plain line at the bottom of the Jumbotron says what it does. Again, I didn't go to bed until 2 o'clock yesterday morning because I was working on a lot of things from yesterday's game. Not all of them you're going to be interested in. A lot of them were UI kinds of things, but these are the kinds of things you'll be interested in. That's why I put them up on the change log. You can now sort your character list. This was a request by Sable Phoenix. So, I mean, I haven't really gotten to check into this in a big way, but Sable Phoenix said, gee, it would really be nice if when I log into zornsdungeon.com, I was able to sort my characters in different ways. So now, check it out. I mean, let me know. I have not had time to experiment with it yet, but Sable Phoenix said, I want to be able to sort my characters. So your dashboard, when you log into zornsdungeon.com, should now have a sort menu that orders your characters by newest, name, level, blood drops, highest or max HP, current HP, location, and your choice. If you have a particular way that you want to sort your characters, that should be remembered. So look at that. I can't guarantee anything. I didn't get a chance to really review all of that. We put that in. So that was a request from Sable Phoenix. So that did go in last night. So I was also working with the way that the XP are displayed at the end of any particular blood cage. So a one cage ends with a full screen results screen. So we were showing like who has a certain number of experience points, but like it shocked me. It came up and like, oh my God, there's this ape or something. Are we still in combat? We are now going to a splash page that is more like victory. That will let everybody know how many XP each survivor earns, because people have been asking me. That will appear after the victory screen. If you win in the blood cage, Bloodwell and Encounters will also use that same once we get there. Also, I didn't like the way last time I was looking at this, and I didn't like the way that the white ape was running away in combat. So now major monsters, the one that actually earn you something on the
leaderboard, major monsters, including the white ape especially, are now more likely to stand and fight when injured. The white ape did have a boulder, but only one boulder, but that was kind of tricking things up. And so sometimes the white ape would look like he was running away, but when he was running away, he was trying to run away to use his boulder, but he only had one, so it was kind of weird. But now it should be tonight, the white ape are more likely to stand and fight even when injured rather than retreating to their side of the cage. Fixed things, a gifted membership. This was something that I saw that probably you did as well. A gifted membership now grants the recipient exactly one VIP character. The gifter still receives their VIP. If you would like to have a VIP, a great way to do that is by gifting a membership. But for the past few days, I noticed, okay, so I picked up on that actually I am doubling up on the VIPs for the person who got the gift, because when the gift came in, the person who gave the gift would get a VIP of a character, and then the person who received the gift would get a VIP character. But then my second bot that was coming up would pick up that, oh, I have a new channel member, and would grant them a VIP. So we were kind of doubling up on the gifted channel members. That was not the intention. So we went in here and tried to figure that out. So now if you gift somebody a membership, you get a VIP. And then what will happen is that the person who is gifted the VIP will fall into the rotation to pick up with new members to get their VIP. So we won't have one immediate and then one more. So we were doubling up on that. We shouldn't. I'm trying to fix that. We shouldn't be doing that right now. Also, I did a lot of work on the monsters who are entering through the portcullis. A monster released through the portcullis that is walled off from its entry position no longer appears at that position. That should keep the monster from like teleporting someplace or something like that. It will stop at the gate and fight from there. A hero, or this is kind of an edge case, but it does happen sometimes. As I was like watching, like I watch every live stream as soon as we are done, immediately afterwards with scrutiny. And occasionally we had a situation where a hero or monster, or this is the fix, a hero or monster whose destination square is taken at the last moment now steps into the nearest square toward its target instead of returning to where it was and losing a move. That's a real edge case. That's a real edge case right there. But I noticed it as I was watching it, and now it's fixed. Okay, this is a big one. People have asked me this. If you log into zornsdungeon.com, you should get 10 iron coins. That's our meta currency. You should get 10 iron coins free. It costs 7 iron coins to make a VIP. And so I was telling you, if you log into zornsdungeon.com, you will immediately be able to make a VIP if you would like, because you have enough iron coins. So log into zornsdungeon.com. But people were telling me over the past 48 hours, there's a problem with that. And sometimes it would tell, hey, I'm trying to do a VIP, but it would tell me you no longer, or you do not own this character. I think I fixed that. So try that, everybody. I think I fixed that. So I believe last night, I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning last night after the live stream working on issues, and this was one of them. So I believe I fixed it. So try it out. So buying a VIP on zornsdungeon.com should no longer fail with this particular error you guys were encountering. You do not own this character. So making a VIP with iron coins now works for every character you own, including VIP characters spawned in chat with iSpawn. So Bang Spawn, rather, Bang Spawn. So I actually think that I think the error had to do with characters that were made with Bang Spawn on stream were being read in a different way than those that were actually made natively on the website, and that was screwing some stuff up. But I think I fixed that. So if you log into zornsdungeon.com, it should be fixed. You should let me know. Please do let me know. I think I fixed it. But now you should be able to. Oh, okay. So Sable Phoenix says, I just made Reginald Ironsides into a VIP without the error. Right. Well, that's okay. I mean, but he was spawned, on stream or whatever. So try that out. I think I fixed it. So that's basically what's going on right here. The tavern. So here we go. Let's see. I want to go over here. There we go. So, I do have over here. Let me see. VIP. Okay, so Daniel right here has a 33-month strong, a 33-month membership. Thank you very much, Daniel. Daniel receives a free VIP when you subscribe to the channel, or excuse me, when you are become a member of the channel. One of the things that you get is a free VIP. I still have to completely revise my channel memberships. That's one of the things on the list. I have my giant list of things that I have to do right over here, and that's one of them. But right now, if you are a channel member, then you get a free VIP every month. So Daniel has been a channel member for 33 months. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you so much, Daniel. The channel members are going to be huge right here because there is so much that I want to add to this game. So much that I want to add to this game. And the channel members are really what's going to allow it to happen. So thank you so much, Daniel. An exiled heavy infantryman. An exiled heavy infantryman is now VIP'd, and you will fight first up tonight. So thank you so much. There we go, right there. Daniel has an exiled heavy infantryman. What else do I need to say? I was talking about things to add. I'm still working on the combat commands. Once I get the combat commands, this game is going to change in a massive way. I did for the first time, like as of yesterday night when I was going through and making a pass after the game, I said, I think we're ready. Now, that doesn't mean everything's perfect. Doesn't mean everything's perfect. It does not mean everything is perfect. We're still working on it. But I think we've gotten to the point where we can start to advertise and try to get people in. So I submitted a campaign to advertise on YouTube the Zorn's Dungeon trailer. So that has been submitted. I don't know if we're delivering yet, but like now I'm thinking it is time to try to get some people in here and get more people here on Zorn's Dungeon. Thank you so much. We got 11 people watching. Hit the like button if we get to 20 likes. Let me know if you see that we get to 20 likes. I'm not able to monitor that by an API or any type of automated way because that's just the way YouTube is. But if you see that we get to 20 likes, we will hit the blessing of the fairy, and everyone in the tavern will get +1 temporary hit points. Okay, let's go ahead and get fighting. Let's go ahead and get fighting, I think. I see people coming in. The Last Resort Tavern here. Souls claimed in the tavern. Souls in the tavern. We have 283 characters currently in the tavern. 377 claimed by Zorn. Let's go over here. So let's just go. Let's see what happens. SKD Fish. Fish says that we are up to 13 likes. So, all right. So the holding cell. Let's go to the holding cell. If you are new here, Dave says the character descriptions are a little wild sometimes. Maybe I went a bit wild. If you are new here and you want to play the game, hit bang spawn, ! Spawn. Hey, Mushroom Pumpkin, good to see you. Hit ! Spawn. That will put a character in the Last Resort Tavern. We're about to go over here to the holding cell to draft. Super VIPs are first. That's basically determined by me. If there's some kind of error that I need to correct, or we have some kind of guest host, which I would hope that we might have in another couple weeks, something like that. We'll do that by super VIPs. VIPs are earned by being a channel member, by sending in a super chat in order to VIP a character, or by forging a VIP character on zornsdungeon.com. Everybody should get a free VIP on zornsdungeon.com. You can select the character that you want to have in if you've got one that you particularly want to have fight. Then everyone who is actively chatting will have a chance. Yes, there is a bot monitoring all of the chat. And so if you are here, then you should definitely type something in the chat. Say hi to everyone. Cheer everyone on, because if you are here and you post in the chat, then the bot will know that you are here and you will have priority to stream. Hey, Brianna. Hey, Brianna. Brianna says hello. Like, I really want you to bang spawn this time. You really need to bang spawn. Type ! Spawn. I was trying to get you to do that last night, and I don't think you did. I mean, everybody needs to encourage Brianna now to bang spawn in here and have a character. So come on in, Brianna. Come on. Tonight's your night. Tonight's your night. You've got to do it. So if you are chatting, you will have priority over everybody else. Yes, if you are in the tavern, you have a character in the tavern, then you are eligible to be drafted and fight, even if you are not live online. Remember, the stable is where you go after you get through. And you live. The stable is your safe zone. You cannot be drafted into a cage from the stable. You have to be in the tavern in order to be drafted. That's Bang T all. And then everyone else, and then wanderers. All right, so let's go. Let's go. I think it's time to go ahead and get started. Let's get started. Cage number 1. We're doing 4. Excuse me. We're doing 4 cages tonight. This is cage number 1. Let's draft for it. Here we go. Let's draft the party. Okay, so Daniel, an exiled heavy infantryman who is well starred and happens to be a rare character. We're going to be looking for him. This heavy infantryman, 1 in 354 spawns across all characters right there. So Daniel, an exiled heavy infantryman, that's pretty big right there. Inner Light, okay, Bloodstone. Bloodstone was killing people with a sling last night. That's how Bloodstone got his name. So nice job for the name right here. Only level 1 characters are eligible to have a name. If you're a level 0 character, you don't get to have a name. If you go through the Bloodcage and become level 1, you can name yourself using bang name space dog tag space new name in the YouTube comment section, or go to zornsdungeon.com and it will let you type in. It's probably an easier way to do it. Go to zornsdungeon.com, log in, and you'll be able to rename your characters of level 1 or higher. So Inner Light has Bloodstone, an uncommon character right here, looking for a second blood drop. Stray, Rio coming in, looking for a third blood drop right here. 2 blood drops already. The blood drops mean that you have survived the Bloodcage already. You get 1 blood drop every time that you survive the Bloodcage. So Stray is in here with 2, looking for number 3. Sable Phoenix, Reginald Ironsides is here with great odds of survival, 81% chance. Courtney, a slouching bandit, you are in. SKD Fish is in with a sun-bleached pilgrim. Mrs. Dave, no F's, is here for a graceless elf lore master's apprentice. An uncommon character right there. Let me take this down. There you go. Mushroom Pumpkin, you are in. Sour cream and onion chips. You can't summon Cthulhu with sour cream and onion. That's, my web show, The Cultists. Yes. So thank you. Now we have one. Oh, Inner Light goes in for $6. Thank you so much, Inner Light. Inner Light is coming in. Inner Light has fully buffed now. So we have got 12 seconds left. We'll go for a little longer. We got 12 seconds left until we go to the first Bloodcage tonight. Inner Light has come in for $6. Thank you so much. That fully buffs Bloodstone. When we are here in the holding cell, if you have a character in the holding cell and you put forward a super chat, that buffs your character. Inner Light fully buffed the character. Thank you so much, Inner Light. 2 temporary hit points, +1 damage, and then also, super chat from Sable Phoenix also coming in. So Inner Light also has +2 to saving throws. Sable Phoenix has also come in for $4 for +2 temporary HP and then +1 damage. Thank you guys very much, very much. If you are wondering, Dave, so where was I going? Mushroom Pumpkin, Sour Cream and Onion Chips, Dave, a runaway blacksmith's apprentice. The Tabletop Scholar has great odds of success with a stiff torchbearer. Doc Flamingo. It's been a while since we've seen Doc Flamingo in the chat. Doc Flamingo has an unprepared cultist. Brent also has a panicked torchbearer. If you are wondering why some of these characters have their name glowing in blue and some of them do not, the names glowing in blue mean that the character has the blessing of the fairy. The blessing of the fairy comes in if we get to 20 likes on the live stream or more. Please let me know if you like this. Please do like the stream. That lets everybody know, hey, this is something worth watching. Like the stream. If we get to 20 likes, the blessing of the fairy comes in, gives everyone in the tavern at that time +1 temporary hit points. And it lasts for 24 hours. So until you go through a Bloodcage or until you fight in general, or for 24 hours. So we achieved 20 likes late in the stream last night. That means that we got some extra, blessing of the fairy buff coming in for some people who were in the tavern last night. But please do like the stream. Let me know. I don't have an automated way of knowing who likes the stream. So if you hit like on the stream and you see 20 plus, please do let me know. Okay, man. All right. Look at these green borders. Yes. So Sable Phoenix, 81% chance. Fish, 91% chance of survival. Only two. Oh, no, down here. Tabletop Scholar, Stiff Torchbearer, 73% chance of survival. Brent, 88% chance of survival. Hey, Thunderwolf. Hey, Thunderwolf, hit Bang Spawn. Let's get you a character. I know you probably already have one, but do hit Bang Spawn Thunderwolf and get a new character. Bang Spawn has a 30-second global cooldown, but go ahead and hit it, and let's get this done. Hey, TSL Frontman. Hey, TSL Frontman, good to see you. All right, man, we have 13 people watching. All right, let's go ahead and get to this. Let's get to this. I'm going to go over to the Bloodcage. Let's refresh. Let's open the Bloodcage. Let's open the Bloodcage. What is going on right here? We see that right here? Okay, so everybody can see that? Okay, so here we go. All right. So let's start. Let's start the fight. Okay, so wait. We're not ready to start the fight yet. There we go. Everybody can see that right there. I think we're ready right here. Yeah, hit it again, Thunder. Thunder, hit it again. You may have been inside the 30 seconds. Okay, first line right here. Reginald Ironsides. This is Sable's character right here. Next character, Runaway Blacksmith's Apprentice. That is Dave. Next character, Sour Cream and Onion Chips by Mushroom Pumpkin. And then an Exiled Heavy Infantryman by Daniel Donnert right there. So there we go. That is a very solid front line. Lots of fighter types up on the front line. And we are also lapping fighter types to the second line. A Stiff Torchbearer, the Tabletop Scholar, second line. A Panicked Torchbearer, Brent, second line. A Graceless Elf Lore Master's Apprentice, Mrs. Dave, right there. Now we're going to an elf. Then a Slouching Bandit, Courtney, right there. Third line goes to Bloodstone, Inner Light, fully buffed right there. So Inner Light, you are on the back line, 3 rows right there. A Sun-Bleached Pilgrim by Fish right there. Then an Unprepared Cultist, Doc Flamingo, back line. Rio by Stray Kismet. We're going to be looking out for you, going for a third blood drop. Rio, you're right there. And yes, we have 16 enemies, 16 monsters right here. But only one white ape. One white ape, but 16 foes. All right, let's start the fight. Let's go ahead and go. Everybody ready? Let's start the fight. Who draws first in initiative? Here we go. Kobold Crawler number 3 targets Daniel Donnert's Exiled Heavy Infantry, looking to throw a dart. The dart is thrown, goes into an Exiled Heavy Infantryman right there. 1 stamina down. Got some weirdness in here, but whatever. We're going to go with it as far as the graphic goes. Now, Runaway Blacksmith, Davinoff, moves toward Goblin number 2, comes in, Goblin number 3, 4 points of damage, drops the Goblin for 4 points of damage on the cold stone. Nice job, but now moving up. Okay, so now up there, Kobold Crawler is now, yes, moving toward Dave, looking for a shot. Throws with the dart. A Blacksmith's Apprentice takes 3 points of damage. No sound effects? What are you talking about? Well, I'll try to fix that in a moment. Stiff Torchbearer comes in toward Kobold Crawler number 3. Hang on, wait a minute. You're saying no sound effects? Wait a minute. I can try to do that. Kobold Goblin is skewered for 2 points of damage. I'm going to take it down. I'm going to hit... I'm going to remove right there. There we go. Okay, let's try right now. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Are you hearing any music now? Let's resume. Okay, Exiled Heavy Infantryman, this is Daniel, comes up to Goblin number 2, takes a puncture wound of 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. Okay, now we got the music. It's better, much better with the music and the sound effects. Goblin number 4 comes into the stiff torchbearer. This is Tabletop Scholar. 2 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury. The fighter types are moving forward. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Robert's coming in and bang spawning. Slouching Bandit comes up to Kobold Crawler number 3. 1 point of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound. Ratkin Mongrel number 2 lunges in to bite Courtney, a Slouching Bandit. Comes in. That was 2 points of stamina right now, so actually no injury right there. A Graceless Elf Lore Master. This is Mrs. Dave casting Ray of Frost at an ape. Comes in 4 points of damage to the White Ape, a moderate wound. My White Ape is chilled. We'll move a bit slower now. And Graceless Elf Lore Master moves to the back. Gremlin targets a runaway blacksmith's apprentice. A runaway blacksmith's apprentice reels from 3 points of damage, a moderate slashing wound. A runaway blacksmith's apprentice is struck dead on the spot. I am sorry, Dave. Your blacksmith is dead. Ratkin Mongrel number 1 moves toward a Slouching Bandit. Courtney comes in looking for Courtney. Is the Ratkin Mongrel going to get there? Goes to Reginald Ironsides instead. Deflected. Nice job. The shield does its work. 0 damage taken. So nice job right there. Cave Imp number 3 moves toward an exiled heavy infantryman. Rolls with the strike unhurt. 2 points of stamina spent right there. Cave Imp number 1 is looking at a stiff torchbearer. Can he get there? The Cave Imp looking for a way to get in there. Maybe can't do it. Let's see. Cave Imp number 2 also looking at the stiff torchbearer, looking for a way to get in there. And can't. So going north. So 11 PCs to 15 monsters. Goblin number 2 is coming into Daniel's exiled heavy infantry, gored for 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. So he is still fighting and fighting very well. Lots of HP. Reginald Ironside, Sable Phoenix, now comes up Ratkin Mongrel number 1. 3 points of damage. A Ratkin Mongrel lets out a final snarl and falls. Nice job dropping him. 11 PCs to 14 monsters. We got lots here going on. Hey, Brianna, did you type bang spawn? Type bang spawn, Brianna. Exclamation point spawn. Goblin Runt is moving up. So right up there at the top of the screen. Rio, Stray Kismet, coming in, attacking with a staff against Goblin Runt. 3 points of damage. Legs buckle. It is over. Unprepared cultist Doc Flamingo targets Cave Imp number 3 with poison spray. Coming in with poison spray on Cave Imp's flank. 3 points of damage to Cave Imp. That is a moderate poison wound. The Cave Imp drops. Nice job. We need that. We do need some bacon back. Where's James Bacon? We need some bacon in here. Sun-bleached Pilgrim. Okay, SKD Fish. Now, looking at Cave Imp number 1, coming up to Cave Imp, cracking the staff, his staff against the Cave Imp, 4-point bludgeoning wound, drops blood pools beneath. Okay, White Ape is throwing a boulder at Courtney, a Slouching Bandit. Boulder coming into Courtney, injured right there. I don't think she dropped. Zorn readies the archers. A volley is incoming. A volley is incoming. We might have some arrows coming in. There's 11 PCs to 11 monsters. Sour Cream and Onion. This is Mushroom Pumpkin coming in toward Cave Imp number 2. 9 points of damage. A grievous piercing wound. Grievous piercing wound claims the Cave Imp. Okay, 11 PCs to 10 monsters. 11 PCs to 10 monster. Bloodstone Inner Light's Bloodstone coming in, throwing with a Sling Stone again. 7 points of damage. 7 points of damage with a Sling Stone. The white ape staggers, twitches, and falls. Arrow Storm. Zorn looses the volley. 2 arrows. 2 arrows coming in. 1 arrow coming into Mushroom Pumpkin. 1 point of damage. Sour Cream and Onions. Mushroom Pumpkin. 1 point of damage. Exiled Heavy Infantry. Daniel steps aside. There's no damage right there. Mushroom Pumpkin says Sour Cream and Onion Chips is mad because he can't summon Cthulhu. Exactly. As soon as you bang spawn, Brianna, you're automatically in the tavern. As soon as you bang spawn, any character you bang spawn, exclamation point spawn, automatically goes to the tavern. Bang spawn as many as you want. It's got a 30-second global cooldown. Slimeling comes in to Sour Cream and Onion, Mushroom Pumpkin, deflected. Slimeling comes in, tries to slap, but it is deflected with the pseudopods right there. Kobold Crawler fires at the heavy infantry, throws a dart at Daniel. A heavy infantryman, 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. Goblin number 1 comes up to Mushroom Pumpkin. Sour Cream and Onion takes 3 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Down 2 of 6. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis. We might have monsters coming in behind us. We have 11 PCs to 9 monsters. 11 PCs to 9 monsters. We are going now into round 2. Kobold Crawler comes into Slouching Bandit. This is Courtney. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, but Courtney passes her death save. She is alive, passed out, unconscious on the floor. If the PCs win this, we can drag her out of the Bloodcage. Okay, Bloodstone, Inner Light, it's your turn again. You have drawn, looking at Slimeling, going with another Sling Stone at Slimeling. Slimeling is hammered for 4 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. Slimeling's body goes limp. It is finished. Gremlin. Okay, Gremlin targets Exiled Heavy Infantry. Sets upon him for 1 point of damage, a minor slashing wound. Goblin number 2 targets an Exiled Heavy Infantry. A Goblin hits for 3 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. 1 point remaining. 1 point remaining. Okay, 1 health point remaining. Rio, now, this is Stray, coming into Ratkin Mongrel. Oh, but retargets to Goblin number 4. 5 points of damage. Massive hit right there, Rio. Takes out Goblin number 4. The Goblin's legs buckle, and it is oval. Oh, the Ratkin, the portcullis opens. A Ratkin Gore Child comes in with a Ratkin Gore Strider. The Ratkin Gore Strider comes into Bloodstone. 3 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 1 taken as injury right there. 19 people watching. Please do hit the like button, everybody. We got to get to 20 to get the blessing of the fairy. Ratkin Gore Child comes up to Bloodstone. Oh, I am so sorry, Inner Light. I am so sorry. That is our first level 1 character which died tonight. Bloodstone, a level 1 thief. F in the chat. I am so sorry. Bloodstone, I am so sorry. So F in the chat. I am so sorry, Inner Light. A level 1 character has died. The character started at level 0. Goblin number 1 targets Sour Cream and Onion Chips. Sour Cream and Onion pivots the shield into the path of blow. Wood splinters across the Bloodcage, but unhurt right there. Graceless Elf Lore Master. This is Mrs. Dave looking at Ratkin Gore Strider into the flank of the Ratkin Gore Strider, coming in, casting magic. Only 1 point of damage. Only 1 point of damage into the Gore Strider right there. Kobold Crawler number 1 targets an Exiled Heavy Infantryman. Kobold Crawler number 1 hits Daniel for 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. So Daniel has dropped, and exiled heavy infantry has dropped. I am so sorry about that, Daniel. Your exiled heavy infantryman has dropped. Kobold advances. Now, Kobold Crawler number 2 targets Rio, coming down to Stray, throwing with his dart into Stray. Rio lands Protective Ward. That's the Fairy's Blessing, drinks it up. Fairy's Blessing from last night drinks it up. We got to get to 20 likes tonight to get some more Fairy's Blessing. That's doing work right here. Let's see. Reginald comes in on the Ratkin Gorechild. 8 points of damage. A tremendous slashing wound. The Ratkin Gorechild dies. Nice job, Sable. Reginald Ironsides cuts apart the Ratkin Gorechild. The Pilgrim now weaves resistance around Sour Cream and Onion. Will now receive an easier time to make saves. I believe that's advantage against saves, which death saves are particularly important right now. A Panicked Torchbearer moves toward Ratkin Mongrel and attacks. And so, I'm sorry, retargets to Goblin number 2, twitches and falls. Sour Cream and Onion, Mushroom Pumpkin comes into Goblin number 1. 3 points of damage, drops Goblin number 1. So nice job, Mushroom Pumpkin right there with Sour Cream and Onion. 8 PCs to 6 monsters. That's 8 PCs to 6 monsters. The Tabletop Scholar now comes into the Gremlin. The Stiff Torchbearer, 3 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound, drops that Gremlin right there. 8 PCs to 5 monsters with 1 PC unconscious on the floor. Ratkin Mongrel now comes up. The Panicked Torchbearer takes 2 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury right there. Now it's Doc Flamingo's turn. Doc Flamingo comes up to Ratkin Gorestrider's flank with some poison spray, hits the Ratkin Gorestrider for 2 points of damage, a minor poison wound right there, and advances. We are still, we're moving into round 3 with 8 PCs to 5 monsters. We are still fighting. Reginald Ironsides, this is Sable, comes up to Ratkin Gorestrider, 9 points of damage, grievous slashing wound. Nice job, grievous slashing wound. Fell-handed. Reginald Ironsides is doing what he needs to do here in the Bloodcage tonight. 3 kills in a row. Now, the Stiff Torchbearer comes up, the Ratkin Mongrel, 2 points of damage. That is enough to drop the Ratkin Mongrel. Good job, Tabletop Scholar. Kobold Crawler number 3 throws at Mushroom Pumpkin. 1 point of minor damage, down to 1 of 6. Mushroom Pumpkin is on her last legs right there. Only a single point of damage remaining. 8 PCs to 3 monsters, so doing very well. 8 PCs to 3 monsters. 1 PC laying on the floor. The Graceless Elf Lore Master can't get anywhere. Kobold Crawler number 1 comes up to Brent. 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. Didn't go for Sour Cream and Onion, so that was nice. Sour Cream and Onion now comes in on Kobold Crawler's flank, attacks. Sour Cream and Onion comes in on the Kobold Crawler's flank. 9 points of damage, a grievous slashing wound right there. The Kobold Crawler goes down and does not rise. Sour Cream and Onion, 3 kills in a row. Very nicely done. Now, Sunbleached Pilgrim coming in to Kobold Crawler number 2. This is Fish. 4 points of damage. The Kobold Crawler's body goes limp, and it is finished. Rio now coming to Kobold Crawler number 3, slammed for 2 points of damage. That drops Kobold Crawler number 3 down to -1 hit point. Fell-handed. Rio has done it 3 times in a row. Victory. So there we go. 8. That was very well done for the heroes there. 8 souls walk out alive. 1 is hauled out unconscious. The crowd roars for the living. Very nicely done. Victory. The threats are cleared. Very nicely done. 9 walk out of the cage. 3 fell to claim it. That has been 3 fell. So 11 points each. 9 survivors share the spoils. The 3 that fell, well, you did get 5 XP going in. So there we go. 18 people watching. Mushroom Pumpkin is saying 19 likes. Let me know when we get to 20 likes. I want to see it, and we will get the blessing of the fairy. Here we go. Let's turn the winch, and let's bring people up into the winch room. We now have the winch room background right there. Mushroom Pumpkin, sour cream, and onion chips gets 2. Stray, now 3. Stray's Rio. Stray is just killing it right here. Has 3 blood drops with Rio. Let's see. Oh, inner light dropped right there. Let's see. Okay. So let's deploy the goblin medics. The tabletop scholar gets some healing right there. No effect. No effect. Okay, 1 wound right there for sour cream and onion. That matters when we're talking about the infirmary. A slouching bandit. Medics 10 to Brent. Oh, can't do anything there. All right, let's go to promotions. Let's see who is promoted. A slouching bandit, thief, level 1. Nice job, Courtney. Has Courtney gotten through every time? I think she has. A graceless elf lore master's apprentice, Mrs. Dave, level 1 elf. Nice job. Learned sleep. Sleep has been learned. A stiff torchbearer. This is tabletop scholar, level 1 fighter. Nice job. Courtney's saying yes. Okay, like Courtney, like it's intense. Courtney's got it. A sun-bleached pilgrim fish. Nice job. Comes through with a level 1 cleric. A panicked torchbearer, level 1 fighter. Nice job. An unprepared cultist, Doc Flamingo, level 1. Nice job. The fairy's blessing comes in. Learns light. I'm still working on level 1 spells. But when you learn them, they will come in. Bloodstone killed the ape. Let's sort and dismiss. There we go. Let's go to the infirmary. There are lots of people still in the infirmary. Oh, amended temple initiate is like, I got tons of wounds. 1 point minor piercing wound, 1 point minor bludgeoning, 2 point minor bludgeoning, 1 point minor piercing, and a 2 point minor piercing wound. But that only means 2 points to recovery. If you are new here, recovery with the wounds, the actual injury, we're not going off of a total hit point pool here. We are going into individual we have individual wounds here. Wounds heal individually in real time. Well, actually, they actually heal in parallel. So you would rather have 6 1-point wounds than 1 6-point wound. This game is calibrated to 6 points. It's enough to kill the normal man. The normal man, as it comes from old school role-playing games. So this game is calibrated that 6 points of damage is enough to kill the normal man. So some people who take that, like right here, Tomocrat is down to has taken a 7-point grievous slashing wound. Yes, a 7-point grievous 7-point wound is indeed grievous, because that means that it was enough to kill the normal man, but yet Tomocrat's a foolhardy torchbearer is still up. But it will take him 20 days in order to recover right there. Once you have made it to the Bloodcage, you will go to the stable. The stable is your resting place. Once you have fought your way through the Bloodcage, Zorn decides that you have earned your gruel, and so you can return to the tavern and eat there. And he also allows you to go to the stable, which is what he calls his inn, where you basically bed down in the common room. It is a place to sleep. It is a place to sleep, and it is a place to rest, and you are not required to fight. But if you do want to send people back to the tavern once you've gotten to the stable, hit bang T space all, and it will move all of your characters over, or go to zornsdungeon.com where you will have a much greater granular control over where all of your characters are. Yes, exactly. Sable says, hey, Corey, welcome, welcome. More people coming in, 18 people watching. Welcome, everybody. Yes, Norm Owlman. There we go. Brianna comes in and says, bang spawn. Finally, we got you to do it, Brianna. Brianna has spawned an eager flagellant, and the eager flagellant is staring at the wanted posters with a mix of hope and dread. Okay, so there you go. There we go. TSL Frontman says my mage got a 3rd HP. Okay, all right, let's go back to the tavern right here. Anybody VIPs? Anybody want a VIP? We got some VIPs coming in, I see. We got 16 people watching now, right now. Boars is in here. Boars is the character who has the most blood drops. If you survive blood cages, you get a blood drop. Boars has the most, 5 blood drops right there. And also 2 VIPs. Boars is our hero right there. Oren Moonborn is also coming in. An alchemist assistant. So, yeah, we got VIPs coming in. The chosen one is coming in. So, all right, we're about to go into Bloodcage number 2. 20 likes. Oh, I was just told we hit 20 likes. We got 20 likes. We got 20 people watching right now. Let me verify this. Hang on. You may hear a duplicate audio right for a moment. We got 20 people watching right now. Let me verify for a moment. Let me see what I see. Thank you very much. I see 21. I see 21. I see that we've got 21. Oh, wait a minute. And I see we got a membership, gifted membership. Access your inner light, gifted 1 Warrior of the Geekverse membership. Thank you so much. So Mrs. Dave received a Warrior of the Geekverse membership, a gift from Inner Light. Inner Light gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Inner Light. Thank you very much for gifting that. When you do that, then you get a VIP. Okay, so Inner Light, Duke Orencio has become a VIP. Mrs. Dave has gotten a VIP. And then I believe it's once the bot comes around. Tabletop Scholar comes in. VIPs, Chosen One, and Outcast Cultist for $6. Thank you so much. Got 2 VIPs right there. Thank you very much, Dave, and thank you, Inner Light. Once the bot that is monitoring the membership comes back around, Mrs. Dave will get one. Corey just gifted 1 Warrior of the Geekverse membership to the chat and got one. So Steve Kearns received a Warrior of the Geekverse membership. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for doing this. There's a lot going on right now. Thank you guys so much. Thank you very, very much. That was incredible. All right. Thank you very much. I think it's time to go to the holding cell. Let's go in. Oh, no, wait. What I got to do is go to so I verified that we have over 20 likes now. So it is time to go to the Blessing of the Fairy. Everyone who is now in the tavern will get a +1 temporary hit point for the Blessing of the Fairy. And as you can tell from this, everyone needs every hit point that they can get. So let's go to the Blessing of the Fairy. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. The fairy blesses. So if you are now if you were in the tavern at that moment, your character now gets +1 temporary hit points until you finish your fight, or until you finish a fight, 6 through the Bloodcage, or for 24 hours. Wow. Yes. So Sable Phoenix says, yes, it's inspiring to have something like this to put actual chats on. I mean, I thank you guys so much. Yeah, and you guys have been incredible with like gifting super chats to each other and the buffs to each other and stuff like that. That's just been incredible. You guys have been so generous to each other to let other people like have stuff in order to go through. It's absolutely been incredible. So thank you. Okay. All right, let's go to the holding cell. The holding cell. I'm going to refresh the holding cell right here. So, super VIPs will be first. We don't have any right now, but that's in case that's my game master discretion in case there's something that I have to fix or something like that. or if we have a special guest one night or something, we'll super VIP them. So super VIPs are at my discretion, the Game Master. We don't have any right now. Then VIPs, as we said, then active chatters. If you want to play the game, hit bang spawn and also type like, hey, everybody, or whatever you want to say in the chat so that the bot that is monitoring the chat will know that you're here to let you in. Okay, so then VIPs. But by the way, you are only, you should, I can't guarantee it, but you should only have one character per match. So if you have like 4 VIPs or something like that, the first VIP will be for the match, and then the rest of the VIPs will be held. You're supposed to have one character per match, then everybody who's acting in the chat, then everybody else, and then if so, after that, we'll have wanderers. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. As soon as I hit this and draft the party, any super chats that come in will be buffing people. Oh, Stray is in. Boars is in. Boars. Okay, so Boars is in. That Boars is our hero. I mean, look at this right here with Boars. We have five blood drops, the most of anybody. Boars is in with 5 blood drops. We've got to hang out with him. Boars has 2 VIPs, and those are rare. Those are rare. Also happens to be, whoop. Let's see. Most kills, number 1. Best defense, number 1. Most damage dealt, number 2. And highest XP, number 2. Boars is our total hero right there. Boars is our total hero. We got to get Boars out. Oh, super chat. Thank you. $6. Sable Phoenix is coming in. So Sable Phoenix has a character in here. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Right here. Fell-handed Fae. Fell-handed Fae, one of our heroes as well right there. Fell-handed Fae. Fell-handed Fae is most boss kills, most major kills, number 1, with 2 blood drops. Wow, we got some major characters in here. We got some major... Oh, Inner Light also comes in for $6. Thank you so much, Inner Light. Inner Light comes in for the buff. Inner Light over here, fully buffed over here. Fully buffed. So Sable Phoenix, Fell-handed Fae is fully buffed, as is Inner Light. That means +2 temporary hit points, +1 damage, and then +2 saving throw. Oh, wait, what is going on? Tabletop Scholar says, the Chosen One didn't get any of the Scholar blessings? Let me see. In order to get a blessing, we have to be actively in the Bloodcage. 4 RP4? Let me see. Want to make sure. 4 RP. Oh, okay. I see right here. Oh no. Okay, wait a minute. So you, I believe what happened, Tabletop Scholar, is that you put in that super chat before we were in the. Corey comes in with a $6 super chat. Thank you so much, Corey. So I think what happened. So Corey, let's look at Corey. Hang on, I'll handle you, Tabletop Scholar. Corey comes in $6. Yes. See, wait, what? Come on. That's a gifted membership. Oh, let's give Corey this right here. Let's see what's going on. So Tabletop Scholar, I believe that you posted this at 9:17. That was before we were in the Bloodcage. So you got a VIP instead. But let me go ahead and give this to you for RP4. If you want the buffs, we have to be active in the holding cell in order to get the buffs. So let me go over here, but let me go to Tabletop Scholar. That is a $6 super chat. Let's go ahead and buff you right there. I don't think that the bot picked that up because we weren't in the holding cell yet. Corey comes in and gifted a membership right there. Thank you very much, Corey. We're gonna get you with a VIP in, and then who got the who got that? Who got the gift? Who got the membership? I'm looking for it. Let's find out. I'm going over to something. Gift. Who got the membership? tell. Corey, I can't tell who got the membership. But Corey is coming in for $6 for QYJ QY. Oh, all right, there we go. Okay. So Corey. Okay, thank you very much, Corey. So I see what's going on right here. Corey, with a $6, has come in to buff Stray. Came in and buffed Stray. Man, we got tons of stuff right here. Am I fell? So Sable Phoenix, man, am I getting everybody right here? Let me go to Star to make sure that I've got everybody. So Reginald Ironsides, I think we already got that. Inner Light gifted. Tabletop Scholar. 4RP. Lots of stuff all of a sudden happening. Yes. Okay. Tabletop Scholar. Got that. We've got that. Gifted a membership right here. So I think we've got that. Sable Phoenix, $6. Sable Phoenix, another fell-handed badge. Looking for that. Inner Light, AGDU. Trying to make sure we've got everything taken care of. Everything is going crazy right here. Thank you guys so much. $6 to wait, Inner Light. AGDU. Got you. All right, we've got you taken care of. And then Corey comes in for QYJ. Okay, we got it. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. I think we have everybody taken care of. If for some reason we don't, let me know. We've got the odds coming in. Great odds, Stray. So we're going to be cheering for Stray right here. Stray, 5 blood drops. QUJU, fully buffed right here. 75% chance of survival. Sable Phoenix, fell-handed Fae coming in, fully buffed. 97% chance of survival. Access your Inner Light with Duke Orencio, fully buffed right there. 41% chance of survival. I do have the great odds chosen. Tabletop Scholar, also fully buffed. Oh, this is another. Oh, we have two blood MVPs in here. We have two MVPs. We have two-time MVPs. Look at this. The Tabletop Scholar is a 2-time MVP, as well as Stray. This is a star-studded cast right now. Corey comes in, a cobbled alchemist assistant. Robert, a stiff city guard. Corey, a defeated pilgrim right there. Brianna, a dingy torchbearer. Daniel, an ostracized tribal warrior. Oh, 99% chance of survival. That's going to become free barbarian. We got to get Daniels out because those barbarians are rare. Dave, a restless friar, 1 blood drop going for 3. Thunderwolf, a flinching bandit, and then TSL frontman, a dust-covered bounty hunter. If you're in blue, you have the blessing of the fairy. If your name is in blue, 7 level 0 characters, 5 level 1 characters. We got 61 HP, average HP 5. All right, let's go. 16 people watching. Thank you so much. Let's open the cage. All right, so here we go. So front line, an ostracized tribal warrior, Daniel, front line. Next is a stiff city guard by Robert. Next line is the chosen one, Tabletop Scholar. This is our 2-time MVP. We're going to be looking out for you. 3 blood drops, going for number 4 to get this done. Okay, the next line is Boars. Oh, okay, so 2 heroes on the front line. Look at Boars, another 2-time MVP. 5 blood drops. Our all-time leader has got to get through right there. Okay, so Dingy Torchbearer, Brianna. Okay, Brianna, you are in. First time in the Bloodcage. You have a Torchbearer on the second line. Then Duke Orencio, access your Inner Light. 2 blood drops going for 3. This is like an all-star cast right here. Fell-handed Fae going for 3 blood drops. Second line right there. A dust-covered bounty hunter, TSL frontman, second line. Third line, a flinching bandit. Thunderwolf. Okay, Thunderwolf, you're in. Thunderwolf, you're in. A flinching bandit, third line. A restless friar, Dave, 1 blood drop going for 2. A defeated pilgrim, Courtney, going for the first blood drop. Backline finalizes a cobbled alchemist assistant, Corey. Okay, all right, man, lots of stuff going on. Dang, TSL says Google won't even tell me how to go from the tavern to the dungeon. We don't have the dungeon yet. The dungeon's coming. The dungeon's coming. We're gonna have dungeons. Oh, trust me, we're gonna have dungeons. Right now, we're fighting the Bloodcage, but dungeons are coming up right here. Let's see here. I'm looking through the comments for a second. All of a sudden, all these comments are coming through. Dave says, okay, Heath, now that there are enough live players, it doesn't make sense to draft characters who aren't here. Are we doing that? I mean, characters who aren't here are low priority. I mean, if you are speaking in the comment section, then you are drafted first. We got 17 people. We have 17 people watching. I'm not sure how many people are commenting, but we have 17 people watching, and there are only 12 slots right now in the Bloodcage. We could open up some more because you can see there's some more room. But yeah, if you were chatting, basically people who are chatting are getting the chats. Let's see. Looking through here, anything else I need to see here? If I'm missing something, let me know. I'm sorry, I was looking over at all of the super chats. All right, let's go. Let's start the fight. Here we go. We are 12 PCs to 15 monsters. We are starting off with the White Ape. White Ape is moving toward the Stiff City Guard. White Ape comes in to Robert Romano, a Stiff City Guard, drives forward, takes no damage. Stamina only. Now, Fell-Handed Fae moving toward Goblin number 4. Fell-Handed Fae, a puncture wound of 3 points of damage, a moderate puncture wound, drops Goblin number 3. Okay, so Fell-Handed Fae advances and drops the Goblin. Nice job. Now, Dust-Covered Bounty Hunter, this is TSL Frontman, shoots from behind into Goblin number 4, 2 points of damage, drops him with it drops him down to 1 hit point with the light crossbow, and then the Dust-Covered Bounty Hunter backs up. Okay. Kobold coming up. Kobold Crawler number 2 throws into Sable Phoenix. Blow lands. A protective ward drinks it up. 1 temporary hit point goes down. No other damage right there. An ostracized tribal warrior, our barbarian, comes up looking at White Ape, closes with a White Ape, 5 points of damage. That's exactly what the tribal warrior should be doing. Comes up to White Ape right there. But now out front, now it's White Ape's turn, looking at who? A defeated pilgrim? Oh no, defeated pilgrim is looking at the White Ape. I'm sorry, it's the reverse. Defeated pilgrim can't get in there. Now Cave Imp number 3 looks at Fell-Handed Fae. 2 points of temporary, or 2 points of damage. Those go to stamina. The halfling is still up. Halflings have a lot of luck right there. That's part of them. Cave Imp number 2 comes up to Courtney's defeated pilgrim. 2 points of damage. 1 turned aside. 1 taken as injury. We are now 12 PCs to 14 monsters. Cave Imp number 1 comes up to Daniel's ostracized tribal warrior. 1 point of temporary hit point spent. So he is still uninjured. Just some temporary hit points gone. Doing what we're doing. Okay, so now, Cobbled Alchemist, this is Corey, comes up to Cave Imp number 2, looking for a shot, throws, this is Acid Splash coming in, 4 points of damage, a moderate acid wound, drops Cave Imp number 2, a Cave Imp's body goes limp, it is finished. 12 PCs to 13 monsters, a flinching bandit. This is Thunderwolf. Welcome, Thunderwolf. Thunderwolf comes in to Goblin number 2. 2 points of damage. The Goblin is still up, but nice work. Coming in strong on your first Bloodcage. Stiff City Guard, Robert Romano, moves toward White Ape, trying to get in there, redirects to Goblin number 1, cuts him with a halberd for 1 point of damage, a 1 point halberd hit. Okay, but we are establishing a front line. Goblin number 1 coming back to Robert. Robert catches the blow, turns it. Stamina lost only, no health points of damage right there. Goblin number 2 comes up to Thunderwolf, takes 3 points of damage. We've got 1 turned aside, 2 taking his injury. Thunderwolf, you are still up right there. Boars. Okay, Boars, our hero right here, comes into Goblin number 4. 4 points of damage, drops Goblin number 4, doing what Boars does. Come on, Stray. Come on, Stray. Kobold Crawler number 1 comes in to a flinching bandit, throws into Thunderwolf, 1 point of damage. Thunderwolf, you are still up. 1 of 4. 1 of 4 right there. Goblin Runt now coming up to Boars. Goblin Runt coming up to Boars, lunges. Oh, but the attack from the Goblin Runt is swallowed by the protective ward. That is exactly what the Blessing of the Fairy and our temporary hit points are supposed to be doing. A Restless Friar comes up to the Cave Imp on the flank. Critical hit, the opening. 12 points of damage with a staff. The Restless Friar cracks open his skull. Brains go everywhere. The Cave Imp drops 12 points of damage. Dave F. Drops the Cave Imp. That is freaking massive right there. A Dingy Torchbearer. Brianna, now you're coming up to the Cave Imp. 5 points of damage. Brianna, nice job right here in the Bloodcage. You drop the White Ape right there. Nice job. Nice job here. We have a solid front line going on. Ratkin Mongrel trying to come up now to Brianna, seeing what you did to the White Ape. 2 points of damage, 1 turned aside and 1 taking his injury. The heroes have a front line, solid front line. Slimeling number 1, they are slow. Can Slimeling number 1 move toward Boars? Trying to, can't do it. Duke Arencio, Inner Light, moves up. Is he going to be? Oh, yes, he's going to be able to throw. That might be a bow of some kind. 3 points of damage into Goblin number 2. Zorn readies the archers. A volley is incoming. Zorn readies the archers. A volley is incoming. Now, Kobold Crawler 3 targets a flinching bandit. Kobold Crawler number 3 comes into Thunderwolf. 1 point. Oh, but that's enough to drop Thunderwolf. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Thunderwolf. The flinching bandit has died from the attack of the Kobold Crawler. Now, the Chosen One. The Chosen One comes into the Goblin Runt. 12 points of damage. A catastrophic piercing wound to the Goblin Runt. The Tabletop Scholar's the Chosen One. 12 points of damage, catastrophic wound, and drops it. It's 11 PCs. We only lost 1 PC. It's 11 PCs to 8. Slimeling comes in toward Daniel. 2 points of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound right there. The Arrow Storm. Zorn is coming in for 3 points of damage, or 3 arrows. Zorn has archers atop the Bloodcage. He's shooting 3. Okay, the arrow hits Robert. 1 point of damage to your Stiff City Guard right there. Oh, Sable Phoenix, a fell-handed Fae, takes 2 points of damage. 3 of 5 remaining. Duke Arencio also has to take an arrow. 4 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 2 taking his injury. You are hanging on by 1 point. Duke Arencio, 1 point. All of that, and we are now only at round number 2. Ratkin Mongrel comes into a Dingy Torchbearer. Deflected, Brianna. Nice job. Deflected. A Dingy Torchbearer drives the shield into the Ratkin Mongrel's attack and takes no damage. Now it is the Stiff City Guard's turn. This is Robert coming up to Goblin number 1. A minor bludgeoning wound with his halberd. Can't get anything going with that halberd. Cave Imp number 3 comes up to Fell-Handed Fae, opened up by 3 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Oh, but Fae passes her death save and is laying unconscious on the floor. Can we get her out? Can we get Fae out? We have to do it. Oh my God. Okay, the portcullis may be coming soon. Okay. Corey comes in, casting Acid Splash at the Cave Imp. 1 point of damage right there. Fish is calling that we have to save Faye. Okay. Cobbled Alchemist moving toward the back. Kobold Crawler number 2 coming up to Boars. This is a star-studded cast. Boars is going to deflect it. Boars deflects the Kobold's dart right there. Nothing right there. Nothing going. Nice job. Being the hero we need you to be right there. It is 10 PCs to 8 monsters. It's only 10 to 8. Okay, Goblin number 1 coming into Robert. A puncturing wound, 3 points of damage. Robert is now down to 1 health point only. That is one of our fighter types, 1 health point only. A dust-covered bounty hunter shoots with a light crossbow into Kobold Crawler number 2. 2 points of damage, puts it through the Kobold's heart. The Kobold collapses and is dead. Whoa, we are now 10 PCs to 7 monsters. The Chosen One, Tabletop Scholar, comes up to Cave Imp number 3. A puncture wound of 7 points of damage. Rams that short spear right through the Cave Imp's heart. Stops the heart cold. Can't even take that. The Cave Imp is down. 10 PCs to 6 monsters. Slimeling number 1 now coming up to the Chosen One. Bites into only 1 temporary hit point lost. That's the Blessing's Fairy. The Fairy's Blessing doing its job right there. The defeated Pilgrim comes up, casts a protective ward against, I didn't see who that was. I'm sorry. The Restless Fairy braces against death. Advantage on death saves until the end. So our buff characters are coming up, and buffing characters, they will get advantage. I believe it's advantage on saves, especially death saves if they drop. Kobold Crawler number 1 comes into Brianna, the Dingy Torchbearer, rocked by 1 point of damage. Okay. Kobold Crawler 3 fires at the Chosen One, shooting a dart at the Chosen One. Deflected! The Chosen One, living up to his name right there, deflected. The Tabletop Scholar receives no damage right there. We are now 10 PCs to 6 monsters. It is going well for the PCs. We are advancing deep into the Bloodcage. Boars is looking at Slimeling number 2, comes into the Slimeling's rear. The Slimeling never sees it coming, opened up by 7 points of damage. Boars opens up that sack right there. That sack is opened. Ooze slides all over the floor. Nice job, Boars. The portcullis opens. Ratkin Gorestrider coming in with a Ratkin Gorechild. Looking at Duke Aurenzio right there. Ratkin Gorestrider coming into Corey instead. The Cobbled Blacksmith's assistant, 6 points of damage. 5 turns aside, 1 point of damage. Oh, we have, Ratkin Gorechild coming up to Corey as well. 4 points of damage, a minor slashing wound. Sorry, Corey. Corey has dropped. We are now 9 PCs to 7 monsters, and we have a Gorestrider and a Gorechild behind us. Dingy Torchbearer now coming up to Ratkin Mongrel. 3 points of damage. Nice job, Brianna, with the dagger into the Ratkin Mongrel. Dead, expiring on the stone floor. All right, Daniel, your barbarian coming up to Goblin number 1. Bludgeoned with a club for 5 points of damage. Beats its head open. His brains splatter across the Bloodcage. Nice job right there. Okay, Duke Aurenzio looking at Ratkin Gorechild, looking over there, coming into the flank with a short bow. Ratkin Gorechild takes 4 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. This is a fight now. 9 PC. We're heading into round 3. We got 9 heroes up to 5 monsters. Stiff City Guard Robert coming into Slimeling number 1. Slimeling weathers the strike, 1 piercing damage, and shrugs it off. It's hard to pierce Slimelings to death. Boars coming up into the rear of the Slimeling. The Slimeling never sees it coming. Slimeling takes 9 points of damage. Boars with his arming sword just cutting the slimeling apart. His sack opens and oozes across the floor. Fell-handed for Boars. 3 in a row. Boars doing work like we're expecting Boars to do here in the Bloodcage. Ratkin Gorechild receives a critical 12 points of damage. Daniel, your ostracized tribal warrior, hits 12 points of damage. 12 points of damage to the Gorechild. The Gorechild staggers, twitches, and falls, if he even has time to twitch. 12 points of damage. Massive, very nice. Kobold Crawler number 1 now comes up to the Dingy Torchbearer. Brianna, you're now down to 1 of 4. 1 of 4. Okay, Defeated Pilgrim is putting resistance to brace Duke Arenzio against death, who only has 1 hit point remaining. Might have to use that. Ratkin Gorechild now coming up against Daniel. What's got critical hit? Sickening precision. Tribal Warrior rocked for 10 points of damage. Oh my god. A 10-point slashing wound. The ostracized Tribal Warrior, I am sorry, Daniel, is dead on the spot. Drops to -4 hit points. You are dead. You are done. I am sorry. Brianna now comes up to Kobold Crawler number 1. 4 points of damage. A slashing wound right there. The Kobold Crawler collapses and is dead. Brianna fell-handed 3 in a row. Brianna doing some work here in the Bloodcage tonight. Nice job. Duke Arenzio, Inner Light, coming up to Gorestrider with a long knife. 2 points of damage. Trying to cut him open. 2 points of damage. Doing what he can. Dust-covered bounty hunter. This is TSL Frontman coming in with a light crossbow toward the Ratkin Gorestrider. The Ratkin Gorestrider punctured for 4 points of damage. Now at 2 out of 8 right there. We are 8 PCs to 2 monsters. Doing well here. Kobold Crawler number 3 comes up to stray. Deflected. Boars deflects again. More perfect defenses for Boars. Nice job right there, doing what you can. Restless Friar Dave comes up to Ratkin Gorestrider, driving his staff at the Gorestrider. 3 points of damage, strikes him across the head. That is enough to kill him. Ratkin Gorestrider goes dead. A Restless Friar Dave drops him. We are now 8 PCs to only 1 monster remaining. Tabletop Scholar, our hero, 4 points of damage, cuts down the Kobold Crawler exactly like you were expecting. Sable Phoenix is saying that Boris has taken no damage this whole match. He might be able to come back for another one and do it again. Nice job, everybody. Yes, victory. 8 souls walk out alive. 1 is hauled out unconscious. The crowd goes wild. Epic victory right there. Epic victory for the PCs. Very nicely done. Victory. All of the threats are cleared. 9 walk out of the cage. 3 have fallen. 10 XP each. 10 XP each to all who've succeeded. And then if you fell, well, you get 5 HP. So there you go. The Bloodcage is now complete. All right, let's go to the winch room. That was Bloodcage number 2 of 4 tonight. We have 2 more Bloodcages to go. 2 more Bloodcages to go. Let's turn the winch and see what happens. We're bringing our people up, and let's deploy Goblin Medics. Inner Light, Duke Arenzio, get some healing. Fell-handed Faye, get some healing. Desperately needed healing right there. Hey, Courtney. Oh, wait, Courtney, you fell asleep, but you're back? Glad you're back. Defeated Pilgrim, Courtney. All right, you got some healing right there. Dingy Torchbearer Brianna. Oh no, the goblins are able to get you some HP back right there. All right, let's go to promotions. Let's see what happens. Promotions. A dust-covered bounty hunter, level 1. TSL Frontman, you got a level 1 ranger. Fighter, level 1. Brianna, congratulations. You have a level 1 fighter now. Level 1 fighter. Brianna, congratulations. Defeated Pilgrim Cleric, level 1. That's Courtney. Thank you. There we go. Nicely done. Stiff City Guard, Robert has a fighter, level 1. All right, let's sort and dismiss. Everybody out of here. I like that we have the winch room background now. I like that. So that's the winch room. That's new here. That wasn't worthy enough for the change log, but I like having the background in the winch room. Woo! Okay, we got 2 more blood cages to go. 2 more blood cages to go. Anybody want a VIP? Let's see what we got over here. Let's go over to the blood cage. Excuse me, the tavern. We are over here to the last resort, and Mrs. Dave says the ladies are killing it. Yes, that's true. So, we have 2 member VIPs pending. Let's go ahead and let's go see who our members are. The members of the channel, I really want to thank everybody who is a member of this channel, because there's a whole lot more work that I want to do on this game. We are still very early on everything that I want to do here. And the channel members, you are really everything that's going to make all of this coming up happen, because there's a whole lot that I want to do, and the channel members, you guys make it happen. So I really want to thank everybody who is a channel member right now. So a channel members, 2 channel members VIPs. Let's see right here. Let's see what we got. Stephen Kearns. Okay, so that was the gift. Stephen Kearns. Stephen Kearns, a sunburnt herbalist, is now a VIP. Thank you very much. That was a gift. Thank you very much, Steve Kearns. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Steve. Welcome, Steve. Let's see who. Okay, Mrs. Dave. Oh, Mrs. Dave got the gift. Mrs. Dave got the gift. Mrs. Dave is also a channel member now. That's awesome, Mrs. Dave. So welcome. Your Graceless Elf Lore Master's Apprentice is a VIP and will go on. Okay, yes. Yes, so if you are level 1, you get to rename. You can do that by typing bang, that's exclamation point, bang name, space, dog tag, space, new name, or going into zornsdungeon.com, where you can type things without having to do commands in the chat. So up to you. Well, we had the gift come in earlier. Courtney just also joined the channel as a member. Don't know if she can get a VIP from it. She should. So, okay, so with the VIP, we had a problem with it doubling up. We had a problem with it doubling up, that when the VIP was granted, when the membership was granted from a gift, it would give somebody, and then the other bot that was watching for channel memberships would also look for it. So, and then would do it, and we had, am I explaining this right? We had one bot that would look for channel gifts and would VIP the person who gave a gift. And then they would also VIP the person who got the gift. But then there was another bot that was looking for new members. And so when the new member bot would look at that, would give another VIP to the new member. So we were accidentally doubling up on the new members when somebody gave a gift. I think we have fixed that now, so we are not doubling up on that. So we will see. So, but the membership bot looks every 30 minutes. So we're going to see. So I will look at that SKD fish. So the membership bot should be checking new members every 30 minutes. So the membership bot might not be instant, but it will be within 30 minutes. So we will see. But I've got this. I watch every episode as soon as we finish again, so that I will check that out and be sure that it works. So I will check on that. SKD fish. Not trying to rob anybody of anything. Just trying to get it all right with all of the bots and everything like that. We have 239 souls in the tavern and 383 souls claimed by Zorn. Wait a minute. I got a membership VIP. I'm getting another message right here. There you go. There we go. Okay, so there we go. What we were just talking about. Courtney, Trickster, Zephyr, channel member for 0 months. First member. This is the first month. It says 0 months strong. That means the first month. That's what we were just talking about. So the membership bot just picked her up. That's what I was just talking about. So now, Courtney, Trickster, Zephyr is VIP and will be in. All right. Nice job. All right. Right. Exactly. So this is the first time that I have ever tried to develop anything like this. I'm a database guy. I actually developed this game because I'm a database guy. I used to teach graduate level classes in database development. And so when I was developing the Hacked Edge role-playing game, I was like, hey, I think I can develop a database for this because I'm a database guy. I am a database guy. So I developed the database. Now, a lot of other things are going on, and this is the first time I've developed the front end for stuff. So I'm a database guy. I got the database pretty much hooked up. But as we go, every episode, we're squashing bugs. So Sable says, man, software development is an endless train of bug squishes. As someone who's worked in video game development in the past, this is so familiar. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, I'm a database guy coming toward game development for the first time. So we're doing what we can. Try and take care of everything as we can. Oh, thank you. Mushroom says, I can't wait to see what Zorn's dungeon eventually becomes with dungeon crawls and more. Oh, it's going to become extra awesome. Oh, it's going to become extra awesome. It's going to become extra awesome. All right. So let's go to the holding cell. Let me refresh this. All right. We're going to go for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. For the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds, any super chat buffs the character to go into the Bloodcage. Once we go into the Bloodcage, there is no buffing. I mean, there's nothing. Once the Bloodcage opens, you got what you got. But for the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we will allow super chats to buff. Sable Phoenix, an outnumbered alchemist assistant. The Tabletop Scholar, an outcast cult initiate. Steve Kearns, a sunburnt herbalist. Mrs. Dave, no F's, a graceless elf lore master apprentice, going for a second blood drop right there. Lead Alarm. Okay, it's been a while since we've seen Lead Alarm. Welcome, Lead Alarm. A slouching halfling farmer, 1 blood drop. Courtney, a trickster Zephyr right there. Okay, 2 blood drops going for number 3. Robert Romano. Okay, SKD Fish goes in for 6. Let's see, SKD Fish. Wait, where are we? SKD Fish goes in for PN. Wait, hold on. Goes in for P. Oh, okay. So SKD Fish, Inner Light also goes in for $6. So SKD Fish for $6 went in for P9WR, which is Courtney. Oh, wait. Aren't you married? Right, okay. So SKD Fish buffs Courtney, the trickster Zephyr, going in for +2 temporary hit points, +1 damage, and +2 saves right there. Okay, SDK Fish going in for Courtney. We got you. Thank you very much, SKD Fish. Thank you. Got you. Let's see. Orsino? Yeah, it looks like is Orsino going in again? Yes. Okay. No damage last time, right? No damage last time. So Inner Light's going in again. Let's see. Right here. Inner Light, AGDU. Let me make sure we got this. AGDU, yes. Inner Light. Okay. Duke Orsino going in also. Thank you very much, Inner Light. Thank you very much, Inner Light. Going in for +2 temporary HP. Let's see. +1 damage and +2 to all saving throws. Oh, Dave also comes in. Dave comes in for Dave. Dave gets +1 iron coins and is going to get a super chat, right? A VIP right there. I don't think that Dave is in. Is Dave in? Lots of stuff happening. Okay, so I don't think Dave got in this time. So, okay, so Dave gets a VIP and gets some iron coins on the website. Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you very much, Dave. Okay, TSL Frontman. I'm right here. This is Bang. Okay, so right here. Oh, yeah. Dust-covered bounty hunter is now known as Murderface. Okay, we got Murderface in here. Let's see. Okay, this is something that has already happened. If 2 people buff the same character simultaneously, how do you reallocate the buff? It should go on to somebody else. Oh, I will. When I rewatch, I will check this out. Sable Phoenix asks a very good question, though. This is something that's happened. If two people buff the same character simultaneously, how do you reallocate the buff? It should go on to other characters. I will check that out. I will rewatch the whole thing tonight. But it should go on to other characters. I mean, the buff should still be there. There should be a fallback to the buffs. Man, lots of comments. What am I going to do right here? Okay, so, all right, going into the holding cell, Sable Phoenix, great odds, 75% odds to get out. Oh, but Stray, an anxious elf minstrel, has only a 27% chance of getting out. So Stray's an anxious elf minstrel, not likely to get out. Robert, an unprepared bounty hunter, great odds. Oh, okay, all right, let me turn this off. I think it's time to go to the Bloodcage. This is Bloodcage 3 of 4 tonight. 3 of 4. Bloodcage 3 of 4. Let's go. Let's open the cage. Inner Light says wait. It's a bit hard to wait now. I am sorry. It's a bit hard to wait now. We are in now. Okay, 12 PCs to 15 monsters. 12 PCs to 15 monsters. Remove the chat message. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, thank you. Got you. Remove the chat message from the screen. Got you. Okay. Cage number 3 of 4 for tonight. Stray just sent in the chat a super chat for Boars next round. Stray Boars. I'm writing that down right here. Okay. Okay. 12 to 15. 12 to 15. Front line is a lowly blacksmith apprentice, mushroom pumpkin. Then a graceless elf lore master's. Oh man, we are really short on fighter types. Whoa, we are really short on fighter types. We have a fighter, the lowly elf, lowly blacksmith's apprentice, mushroom pumpkin, right there. Let me take that down. Then next up, a graceless elf lore master's apprentice. Mrs. Dave, right there. That's an elf. Whoa, this is a weak front line as far as like lack of fighter types. A wide-eyed smuggler by Corey, right there. Then Duke Aurenzio, access your inner light. Front line. An anxious elf minstrel, Stray, next line. Then an unprepared bounty hunter, Robert. Then a slouching halfling farmer, Lead Alarm. Then a trickster, Zephyr, by Courtney, right there. Next line, third line, is a stiff gnome apprentice illusionist, Dave. An outcast cult initiate, the tabletop scholar. Then the sunburnt herbalist, that's Steve Kearns, right there. An outnumbered alchemist assistant, Sable Phoenix, right there. People are talking about how to get in. Remember, you can only have one character in at a time. You should, I mean, is this not working? That just because you're a VIP with Iron Coins doesn't mean you'll be drawn. You'll be weighted, but not guaranteed. We pass through, we should, I mean, the way that I'm intending this, if it's not working, let me know. But my intention here is that you pass through Super VIP and choose characters there, players there. Then you go to VIPs and choose characters there. So if you had like 4 VIPs, you're not going to get 4 in the cage. We're going to pick one of those, then you'll have more VIPs for the next time. We go to VIPs, you pick one. Then you go to people in the chat, then you go to everybody else. That's the intention. If it's not working like that, I will check on that tonight, but that's the intention. Super VIPs, pick one of anybody who's a super VIP. Pick one character of anybody who is a VIP. Pick one of anybody who's in the chat. Then pick one of anybody who is left. So that's the intention. If it's not working, I will check on that tonight. But that's the intention. That's how we're trying to do it. Yes, if there were hundreds of players, we'd be having multiple DMs and cages. Yes, Now, yes, if we end up with a situation where hundreds of people are trying to play tonight, well, then that will be a different thing. Yeah, we'll figure this out. No, I dropped Tabletop Scholar asked, are we able to bet iron coins yet? I dropped the betting of the iron coins. The iron coins. We're not able to drop. Okay. All right, let's go. All right, let's start the fight. Let's see. Slouching Halfling, lead alarm. Slouching Halfling comes up. This is lead alarm coming to Slimeling number 1. 3 points of damage, 2 resisted. This is a short spear. Only 1 point of damage taken to the Slimeling. Ratkin Mongrel number 1 looking at Duke Arenzio from way in the back. Probably not going to be able to get there. 12 PCs to 15. Robert shoots at Ratkin Mongrel, bleeds from a thrust of 4 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Ratkin Mongrel drops. Nice job. Very good job, Robert. Robert takes out Ratkin Mongrel number 1. It's 12 PCs to 14 monsters. Robert backs up to the back of the cage to do what missileers are supposed to do. Kobold Crawler number 1 moves toward or throws at Corey, a wide-eyed smuggler. Orsino. Oh, I need to pronounce it Orsino. Okay, I will remember that. Orsino. Okay, Orsino. Goblin number 2 comes up to lead alarm. Gremlin number 2 is coming toward the Slouching Halfling in the flank. Gremlin comes on the Slouching Halfling's flank. In the wait, I'm sorry. I didn't see that. I was looking at the chat. I'm sorry. I got to get zeroed back in here. Okay, Outcast Cult Initiative. This is Tabletop Scholar. Wants some White Ape. He is large and in charge in the back. Casts against, comes in with a long knife. Yes, okay, long knife against the Gremlin. 3 points. The Gremlin falls. So Outcast Initiative, Tabletop Scholar comes in with a knife and cuts open that Gremlin. A Graceless Elf Lore Master Apprentice. This is Mrs. Dave casting Ray of Frost against a Gremlin. 1 point of damage, a minor cold wound. The Gremlin is frozen. Oh, and the Graceless Elf Lore Master moves to the back. Gremlin number 1 comes up against lead alarm's crouching halfling farmer. 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. We got a halfling in our front line. We're soft here. We're soft here. Okay, Mushroom Pumpkin, our fighter type, comes up to Goblin number 1, but is unable to drop Goblin number 1. Ratkin Mongrel 2 coming up toward the Tabletop Scholars Cult Initiative. Pivots. Pivots. Oh my God. Can't even talk tonight. Pivots, you're still up. Slimeling number 2 coming up to Tabletop Scholars Cult Initiate. 1 turned aside, 3 taken as injury. That unfortunately drops the Tabletop Scholars Cult Initiate. I'm very sorry about that. I'm sorry. Duke Orsino. Duke Orsino, level 1, throws at Ratkin Mongrel. 4 points of damage, a minor piercing wound right there. A final snarl and dies. 11 PCs to 12 monsters. Oh, all of our PCs are backing up against the back row. I mean, they're just primed for some portcullis monsters. Stray, an anxious elf minstrel, shoots fire at a Slimeling. 4 points of damage, moderate fire wound, burns up some Slimeling. I mean, you smell some burned ooze. You smell some burned ooze right there. Kobold Crawler number 3 moves toward a wide-eyed smuggler trying to get there. Throws with a dart into Corey's wide-eyed smuggler. 1 point of damage, hanging on with only 1 point remaining. Corey is hanging up. The heroes are back in the back of the cage this time, really back in the back of the cage. Kobold Crawler number 2, looking at our only fighter type. This is Mushroom Pumpkin, throws one turned aside, one taking his injury, a minor point of damage right there, minor wound right there. But that is our only fighter, and the fighter is up front as well as one of our halflings. Okay, Courtney's Trickster Zephyr comes up toward Gremlin number 1 in the flank. Cut him down, Zephyr. 7 points of damage. 7 points of damage. A tremendous bludgeoning wound with a staff into this gremlin. Just cracks his skull open. Nice job. He just falls right there. Goblin Runt looking at Mushroom Pumpkin's Blacksmith's Apprentice. 1 point of damage, down to 2 of 4. Our fighter type out there, our only fighter, is being cut down for 1 point of damage. White 8 moves toward a slouching halfling apprentice. This is Lead Alarm, takes a bludgeoning boulder, but is still up, thrown at a boulder. Goblin number 1 stabs at the lowly apprentice, blacksmith's apprentice. Oh, Mushroom Pumpkin, your lowly blacksmith's apprentice drops. I see a lot of stuff going on in the. There you go, Brianna. Nightrot has come up with your characters right there. It is now 10 PCs to 10 monsters. It is 10 to 10. It is 10 to 10. This is an intense fight right here. So Sable Phoenix coming up. Looks like Acid Splash against the White Ape. 4 points of damage, a moderate acid wound. Nice job. Mushroom Pumpkin says we're done for. 2 arrows. 2 arrows from Zorn. The arrow finds its mark. A wide-eyed smuggler crumples to the cage floor. Robert takes an arrow. 2 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taking his injury. Slimeling number 1 targets Lead Alarm, slouching halfling. A slouching halfling. Oh, Lead Alarm, you're halfling. Oh, did we just lose a level 1 character? We haven't lost too many of those tonight, but that's F in the chat. Well, that deserves an F in the chat. We don't necessarily bring up the memorial card. Well, we don't bring up the memorial card for every level 0 character who dies because you are just level 0. But Lead Alarm, your slouching halfling farmer, has perished. I am sorry. We have lost a level 1 character tonight. I am so sorry. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis. Goblins stand by the crank. A stiff gnome apprentice coming into Goblin number 2. Come on up. Get some. Get some. Stiff gnome apprentice casts poison spray. The goblin is struck for 5 points of damage, a major piercing wound. At least some of our heroes are coming up from the back row. I mean, come on, guys. 8 PCs to 9 monsters. We are 8 PCs to 9 monsters. A sunburnt herbalist. This is Steve Kearns coming up. Casts poison spray, one of our favorite spells, against the Slimeling. Yes, even a Slimeling breathes. 3 points of damage. Poison wound. The Slimeling drops. Nice job. Very nice job right there. The sunburnt herbalist kills the Slimeling. We are now 8 to 8. 8 to 8. 8 to 8. I mean, this is an intense battle. Gremlin, critical strike against Trickster Zephyr. Oh my God. 3 turned aside, 1 taking his injury. That could have been bad. That could have been bad, but Zephyr's still up. All of that, and now we're only in round 2. Only in round 2. Goblin 1 is moving forward an outnumbered alchemist. That's Sable Phoenix's character. Is he going to be able to get there? Yes. Goblin 1, bites into a shield blessing. 3 temporary hit points go. Nothing hurt right there. Nice job. Nice job with the temporary blessing. Kobold throws into outnumbered Alchemist's assistant. 2 damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury, a minor piercing wound. It is still 8-8. This is an intense battle. Look at how we are scattered all across the Bloodcage right here. Kobold Crawler number 2 is going into Trickster, throwing the dart. 2 points of damage. Trickster, Courtney, you only have 1 health point remaining. Zorn stays his hand. There, the war chief sees that everyone is drawing breath, so we will not have what is that? Portcullis this time. Zorn is watching and wants to see what's happening. White 8 comes up to Sable Phoenix's alchemist assistant. 2 points of damage. Oh, dropped him, but the alchemist assistant has passed his death save. So he falls face first onto the floor, but is alive. Then coming into Dave. Oh my God. 7 points of damage into this. Oh, but he also passes a death save. 7 points of damage into Dave's stiff apprentice illusionist. That character needs a name, Dave. That character needs a name. If we're able to get him out. Goblin Runt comes up to Sunburnt Herbalist. To Steve, oh my God, also drops, but the death save is passed. The death save is passed. Can we get, it was 5-8. It is 5-8 right here. Gremlin number 3 comes up to Zephyr, opened up for 2 points of damage. But even Zephyr has passed. Man, we have all of these heroes lying nearly unconscious on the floor. 4 PCs up to 8 monsters. 4 PCs to 8 monsters. 4 are laying unconscious on the floor. Robert shoots his light crossbow into Goblin Runt. A critical hit. 8 points of damage. Light crossbow bolt goes through the Goblin Runt's head. The Goblin Runt screams one final time before he drops to the floor. It is now 4 PCs to 7 monsters. Can we get this done? Kobold Crawler number 3 goes in to Stray. Oh, Protective Ward drinks it up. Stray, you still have 6. Whoa, Stray is still up. 4 PCs to 7 monsters. 4 PCs to 7 monsters. Graceless Elf Lore Master's Apprentice, Mrs. Dave, casts Ray of Frost at the Gremlin and drops the Gremlin. The Gremlin is chilled, movement is cut, but it doesn't matter because Mrs. Dave is able to drop Gremlin number 3. It is now 4 PCs to 6 monsters. The Anxious Elf Minstrel, this is Stray, casting Firebolt at the Kobold Crawler. Struck for 2 points of damage, a minor fire wound that lands. The Kobold Crawler is burned up. Man, you are smelling like burned up kobold muscle and blood in this Bloodcage. 4 PCs to 5 monsters. The PCs are still hanging back. Slimelings are slow. Slimelings are slow. Coming up. Not able to get there. Duke Arincio, how am I supposed to say that? Shoots at Slimeling number 3, 3 damage, 1. Oh, but they're resistant to piercing. Okay, moves back. Round number 3. This is only round number 3. Look at the carnage that has happened. This is only round number 3. Robert looking at Slimeling number 3 with a light crossbow. 3 points of damage, 2 resisted, 1 taken as injury. The heroes are backed up against the cage. Oh my God. A graceless elf gnome apprentice, Mrs. Dave, shooting some frostbolt at Kobold Crawler, rocked for 2 points of damage, finally able to drop the kobold. The kobold goes limp. The kobold is finished right there. Nice job right there. 4 PCs to 4 monsters. This is brutal. There are 4 PCs unconscious on the floor. Anxious Elf Lore Master Apprentice casts a Firebolt, 5 points of damage against Slimeling. Feel the burning Slimeling, or smell the burning Slimeling. Fell-handed. Nice job, Anxious Elf Minstrel. Doing some work here in the Bloodcage tonight. 3 at a time. Kobold number 2 comes toward the Anxious Elf Minstrel. comes in. It looks like knife work right here. Can he do it? Yes, coming in with a long knife. Oh, 3 points of damage. Oh, 3 taken, 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. Whoa, it is 4-3. Now, Goblin number 1 coming in to Duke Arincio. The award flares. 1 goes away. Oh my God. Round 3, White Ape now comes up to the unprepared bounty hunter, comes in with his fists. 5 points of damage to Robert. Oh, that is enough. Oh, but he drops. He hits the ground hard. He is unconscious, but not dead. Does that mean there are 5 heroes unconscious on the floor? Come on, guys. Can you get them out of there? Duke Arincio comes up to Goblin number 1. 3 points of damage. A moderate slashing wound. That drops Goblin number 1. It is over. We have 3 PCs to 2 monsters, but we are going to round 4. We are going now to round 4. Kobold Crawler goes first in the initiative. Comes into Mrs. Dave. 2 points of damage. Oh my God. So that drops Mrs. Dave. This is an intense blood cage right here. We have lost. Okay, F in the chat, everybody. F in the chat for Mrs. Dave, a level 1 Graceless Elf Lore Master's Apprentice. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dave, an uncommon character. You have fallen. F in the chat. F in the chat. An anxious lore master's apprentice comes up to White Ape. Brutal critical, slashed with the dagger for 15 points of damage. A catastrophic slashing wound. Stray comes up with a catastrophic slashing wound. Opens up that ape with a dagger. Opens him up. Nice job. Now Duke Arincio, 5 points of damage to Kobold Crawler. Kobold Crawler expires on the coldstone floor. Does that mean that we've done it spell-handed? Duke Arincio does it. That's it. Is that it? Victory. 2 souls walk out alive under their own power. 5 are hauled out unconscious. What an epic battle. What a freaking epic battle right there. Oh my God. So 8 XP for all survivors. Everyone who died gets 4. Whoa, that was intense. That was intense right there. We got 1 more blood gauge to go tonight. I don't know if my voice can take it. Let's go to the winch room. Whoa, that was incredible. What a fight, everybody. Let's turn the winch. I don't know. I can't even take it. My voice is I'm going to lose my voice here. Wait a minute. SDK fish throwing in. Okay, let's see. Stray says, Heath, this is so awesome. Okay, so Drunken Hillbo back. Oh my God. Okay, so thank you very much, SK Fish. So you have super chatted in for Drunken Hillbo Baggins. Hillbo Baggins is going to come in. Hillbo Baggins is coming in next time. All right, you're in. Thank you very much for the super chat, SDK. It's Hillbo Baggins. Man, what a freaking night. Hillbo Baggins is coming in. Fish says Hillbo is incoming. I do need a water break. I'm going to take a break after this. Just 1 second. After we do the winch room right here. Deploy Goblin Medics. Steve Kearns gets some healing here. Dave gets some healing here. Goblin Medics tend to wound. No effect. Okay, so Trickster Zephyr, 3 blood drops. Robert, an unprepared bounty hunter. Okay, let's go to promotions. Sunburnt Herbalist, Steve, you get a level 1 mage. Right there. Nice job. Shield, you'll get shield. I'm still working on level 1 spells, but you got shield. Nice job. Robert, unprepared bounty hunter, you get a level 1 ranger. Nice job. Level 1 ranger, you got through. Your wounds are healed. Mage, level 1. Sable Phoenix, an outnumbered alchemist assistant. You got through. Nice job. And you will learn protection from evil. Nice job. All right, let's sort and dismiss. I'm going to go to the tavern right over here, and then I'm going to go to a break. Yeah, I'm going to get some more water. We got one more. We got one more Bloodcage tonight. One more Bloodcage. We got 3 VIPs, but hit Bang Spawn. Bang Spawn is up. I'm going to run away just 1 second, and then we'll do our final Bloodcage of the night. Okay, everybody. Whoa. Okay, so people are getting their characters sorted. We got one more Bloodcage tonight. Man, this was epic. This was some freaking epic Bloodcages tonight. Wow. I mean, this has been incredible. Whew. Let me close this door. Just 1 second. All right. Door closed. We're here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Please do hit the like button and hit exclamation point spawn. Bang spawn. That's up in the up at the top here. Bang spawn. Exclamation point spawn. That's the command if you are here to create a character so that you can fight. I mean, this has been incredible. Let's see. So we do have some VIPs here. Tabletop Scholar has a VIP. Fish has a VIP. Sable Phoenix has actually has 2 VIPs for Victor Argyle and Reginald Ironside. Whew. Okay, we're gonna go one more time. We're gonna go one more time here. Woo! Tonight has been intense. Got something to drink here. Okay, so everybody got what you want to be with the tavern and everything else. Everybody in. We're seeing this. I know that could have been a TPK. So Dave says 4 for 5 this week. I mean, that could have been a TPK. That was rough. That was rough. Woo! Inner Light says, "Yeah, I have a level 0 heir." What's an heir? Like the heir to some type of major fortune or something like that? Brianna, I'm so glad you're having a good time. Brianna says, "This is fun and a blast." Thank you. And hey, I appreciate everyone who is here tonight. Thank you so much for playing this game with me. Thank you so much for being here. If you know any friends who would enjoy this, please do share it with them. Please do share it with them because this could be epic. So thank you so much, Brianna. I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm glad you finally created a character. So thank you so much, everybody. This is so much fun to have with everybody. Okay. Let's see. Courtney's coming in. So everybody's seeing some bang spawns. All right. Let's go over to the holding cell. All right. Let's go to the holding cell. Man. Okay. Final Bloodcage of the night. Final Bloodcage of the night. Super VIPs first. We don't have any right now. Then VIPs, which we said we do have. Only one character per one character per player per Bloodcage should be the case. Active chatters. Then I have a bot monitoring the chat. So if you are here and you have a character, hit bang spawn and then like type in the chat, say hi, say anything, so that the bot knows that you're here, and then you will be more likely to be drafted into the cage, and then everybody else. All right, so 2 minutes and 30 seconds. For the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds, super chats that come in will buff people in the cage. So here we go. Let's draft the party. Who's going in? SKD Fish. Drunken Hilbo. That's Kilbo Baggins. Kilbo's going in. Kilbo is uncommon and well starred. So Fish, you are in. We're going to see what happens. Sable Phoenix with Reginald Ironside going in. So, actually, Drunken Hilbo Haggins has 3 blood drops going for the 4th blood cage. Sable Phoenix's Reginald Ironsides has 2 and is going for a 3rd. Then we go over to Courtney, who has Jaeger the Timid looking for a 2nd blood drop. Look at this. We only have 5. This says we only have 5 level 0 characters in here. 7. I think that's the first time this has happened, that we have outnumbering level 0 characters by level 1 characters. The Tabletop Scholar has Orin Moonborn, the Lunar Ranger. 3 blood drops, looking for blood drops number 4. Stray. Oh, Bronze Bottom returns. Bronze Bottom returns. Bronze Bottom is in with 3 blood drops, looking for 4. This is another Star Strut. Oh, Sable Phoenix goes in for $6. Thank you so much. So Sable Phoenix goes in for $6 to buff Reginald Ironsides with +2 temporary hit points, +2 damage, and +2 on all saving throws. Stray has got Bronze Bottom in, like we were just saying right here. So thank you. So Sable has got Reginald Ironsides in. Corey Enoch 3 going for. Look at this. This is like the party the blood drops fell on. It really is. Look at all of this. Enoch has 3 going for 4. Robert J. Morano has a Driven Man-at-Arms. Dave has a Wide-Eyed Mountebank. Inner Light has a Fidgety Hedge Mage. Then Thunderwolf SPG has a Blinking Porter. Mrs. Dave has a Defiant Torchbearer. And then Brianna, you are also in. A Drifting Grave Robber is in. Look at this. Okay, so this is like level 0 characters. Access your Inner Light. If you want to buff anything, Inner Light. Oh, Inner Light comes in for $6. Thank you so much, Inner Light. Where is your character right here? Let's verify. Oh, Inner Light. Yes, a Fidgety Hedge Mage. If you're wondering why some of the characters are the names are glowing blue and some of them are not, that is because if you are glowing blue, you have the Fairy's Blessing, which gives you an additional +1 temporary hit point. Oh, SKD Fish comes in with $6. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fish. So let's make sure Fish. Oh, I understand now. Fish comes in and buffs Drunken Hilbo Haggins. Drunken Hilbo Haggins is in with the buff for 2 temporary hit points, +1 damage, and +2 to all saving throws. Okay, thank you. We got 58 total hit points in the cage right now. Average hit points 5, and this is the final one for tonight. This is the final blood cage for tonight. Here's to everybody who's going in. Here's to everyone who's going in. All right, let's go. We're going now. Blood cage. Open the cage. Here we go. All right, so front line, Defiant Torchbearer, Mrs. Dave, anchoring right there. Then Reginald Ironside, Sable Phoenix, right there. Hang on, let me turn off this music. There we go. Now we got the blood cage music. So Sable Phoenix Reginald Ironsides right there, front line. Then Bronze Bottom right there. Yes, Daniel says, "Are we still going?" Yeah, we're still going. This is the final blood cage of the night. Final blood cage of the night. Then we go to Bronze Bottom. So Stray going. That's an MVP. So that's one of the great heroes right there. Driven Man-at-Arms, Robert J. Romano right there. Oh, we're getting some static right here. Hey, let me take it down. And we'll just try refreshing. I want everybody to have the real music going on. Okay, so there you go. I just refreshed the blood cage. We'll see if we got some good music now. Bronze Bottom, then a Driven Man-at-Arms, Robert J. Romano. Okay, Drunken Hilbo, that's Kilbo Baggins, second line. Then Orin Moonborn. Look at all these drops in here. Okay, Inner Light says better. Okay, thank you. So I had to refresh. Thank you. Let me know. Okay. The sound is so important. So if it's wrong, let me know. If it's too loud, whatever, let me know. Orin, Tabletop Scholar, second line. Wide-Eyed Mountebank Dave. Drifting Grave Robber, that is Brianna. You are right there on the second line. Blinking Porter, Thunderwolf, third line. Jaeger the Timid, Courtney. Fidgety Hedge Mage, Access Your Inner Light. And then Enoch, 3 blood drops. Enoch, Corey, right back there. Yes, so Inner Light mentions, 2 white apes. So it is 12 to 15. It is 12 to 15 in here. 12 to 15. And there are 2 white apes. There are 2 white apes in here. All right. This is rough. Here's to all who might be about to die. Here's to everyone right here. It's true. Sable Phoenix says we've got the vets ushering the newbies into the blood cage. It's true. All right, let's see. Here we go. Fight. Round 1. Here we go. Enoch draws first. Targeting white ape number 2. Wants some large white ape in the back. Casting Firebolt at the white ape. Seared with 5 points of damage. A major fire wound that takes its toll. So that was a good start. That was a very nice start right there. A Fidgety Hedge Mage now. Access Your Inner Light has to get out front. Also looking at white ape number 2, casting Firebolt, a brutal critical, 10 points of damage to the ape, a grievous fire wound. Whoa, our magic users step up and drop some white ape. Magic users step up and drop some white ape. Nice job. Hilbo Haggins comes up toward Goblin number 2. 4 points of damage, cuts down Goblin number 2. Okay, I would say the heroes are starting this pretty nicely. Here we go. Reginald Ironsides, this is Sable Phoenix, comes towards Cave Imp. Puncture wound of 2 points of damage, a minor piercing wound, but that is enough to drop Cave Imp. Man, the heroes are coming out strong. They have cut it down to 12 to 12. Jaeger the Timid, this is Courtney looking at Goblin number 1 coming around with a club, rocks him for 5 points of damage. Man, Jaeger cracks open the skull of the gremlin. The goblin's brain goes everywhere and is down. We are doing well. 12 to 11 now. Cave Imp number 2 backs up, as a matter of fact, because of the onslaught of the heroes. Brianna comes up to Goblin Runt, 1 point of damage. Not enough to drop him, but 1 point on Goblin Runt. The heroes are advancing. This is nice. Orin comes up, shoots the light crossbow, a devastating strike into Goblin number 3. 12 points of damage through the Goblin's eye into his brain. The Goblin hits the stone floor and does not rise. Fantastic shot, Tabletop Scholar. We are now 12 to 10. Backs up for another shot. Wow. All right, Bronze Bottom now coming up toward the Gremlin, one of our heroes, 9 points of damage. Whoa, Bronze Bottom, the dwarf, coming up to Ratkin Mongrel, comes up with a Warhammer, hits him for 9 points of damage. We got Ratkin Mongrel, like, blood all over the cage here. Okay, so Ratkin Crawler moves toward Bronze Bottom, throws a dart. 2 points of damage, one turned aside, one taken as injury. Hey, Bronze Bottom is okay with that. Man, the heroes have come out strong, 12-9. It is 12-9. Monster started out at 15, but it's 12-9. Kobold Crawler, number 1, comes into Bronze Bottom, only 1 point of damage. Bronze Bottom has, like, darts in his flesh. He's, like, pulling them out. It doesn't bother him. Nice job, Bronze Bottom. White Ape, number 1, also wants some Bronze Bottom. Is he able to get there? Yes, throws a boulder into Bronze Bottom, now down to 4 of 8. Zorn readies the archers right now. Bronze Bottom is out front, in front of everybody. Okay, Goblin Runt coming up to Brianna, thrusting at Brianna's Grave Robber. 1 wound awarded, no actual damage. Nice job. 12-9. Slimeling coming up to Bronze Bottom. Slap, 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 slap. 3 points of damage. Oh! Bronze Bottom has 1 point of damage remaining. Bronze Bottom is up front. Oh no, the Gremlin is coming up. 2 points of damage. Oh no, oh no. Oh, Bronze Bottom sways on their feet, drenched in their own blood, still fighting. Oh, this is not good. We have to save Bronze Bottom. We have to save Bronze Bottom. Can we do it? Blinking Porter comes up to White Ape number 1, looking for a shot. Can he do it? No. Instead, decides to weave Virtue, giving the Fidgety Hedge Mage 2 temporary hit points. Oh my God! Oh my God! Wide-eyed Mountebank. No, this is Dave looking at White Ape number 1. Please, please, can you get to him? No. Let's see. Kobold Crawler number 2 looks at Brianna. 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. Arrow Storm. Zorn looses the volley. Only 2 arrows. Only 2 arrows. Who's going to have to take these arrows? Brianna takes 1. Oh, the arrow finds its mark down through Brianna's throat. Drifting Grave Robber crumples to the cage floor. The Grave Robber is gone. Oh, I am so sorry. Hilbo. Oh, Hilbo sidesteps. The arrow whips past, harmless. Okay. All right. Now, come on. Let's take this out. 10 PCs to 9 monsters. 10 PCs to 9 monsters. Robert coming up. Robert. Come on. Do something, Robert. Okay. Now comes up to... who are we going to? Kobold Crawler number 2. 4 points of damage. Robert does drop the Kobold Crawler, staggers, twitches, and falls. Whoa, this is intense already. 10 PCs to 8 monsters. This is Ratkin Mongrel coming into Reginald Iron. Oh, no. Intercepted by Hilbo. 2. No. Intercepted by Hilbo. Come on. We got to cut these people down and fast. Mrs. Dave comes up toward Gremlin. Cut this Gremlin down. Okay. 7 points of damage. Gremlin parts go flying. Nice job, Mrs. Dave. Hacks this Gremlin apart. Nice job. Round 2. All of that, and that was just round 1. Okay. Fidgety Hedge Mage. This is Inner Light. Shoots Firebolt at White Ape. Cut him down. Roasted for 2 points of damage. That's not enough. That's not enough, but doing what you can, Inner Light. Doing what you can. Doing what you can. I like it. I like it. Okay, and backs up as well. Bronze Bottom. Can't do anything. Can't heal himself. Oh, my God. Kobold Crawler number 1 is going to throw. That's going to drop Bronze Bottom. Oh, 1 point of damage. I am so sorry. Bronze Bottom falls. Bronze Bottom falls. We have lost Bronze Bottom. Oh, my God. we have got to have a moment here. We have lost Bronze Bottom. F in the chat, everyone. Oh my God, we have lost Bronze Bottom. After all of this, 1 MVP, 3. I am so sorry, Stray. Here's to you. We have lost Bronze Bottom. I am so sorry. Dave says multiple Fs in the chat. I think it's worth multiple Fs in the chat. I think it is. Oh my God, that dropped Bronze Bottom. I am so sorry. Enoch, looking at White Ape number 1. Corey comes up to White Ape, 5 points of damage. The White Ape has 1 point of damage remaining. What's going to happen with the portcullis? Will we have people behind us? Will we have monsters behind us? I can't believe we just saw the loss of Bronze Bottom. I am hurt over here. Kilbo comes in for 5 points of damage to Ratkin Mongrel. Kilbo Hagen still doing some work. Lets out a final snarl and falls. Reginald Ironsides, this is Sable going against Goblin Runt. We are advancing deep into the Bloodcage. 5 points of damage. Your arming sword hacks the Goblin Runt apart. The Goblin Runt has dropped. 10 PCs to 5 monsters. The PCs are turning the tide. Dave comes into White Ape. 3 points of damage. Drops the White Ape. Despite the loss of Bronze Bottom, which hurts. I mean, that hurts. I mean, I'm feeling it over here. The PCs are still 10 to 4. We are doing well here. Kobold Crawler number 3 throws a dart at Dave's wide-eyed mountebank. 3 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. Oh, 10 to 4. We're about to get a portcullis opened. Cave Imp number 2 comes into Dave, no Fs. 3 points of damage, a moderate slashing wound, but Dave still lives. Dave still lives. He is laying unconscious on the floor. The portcullis opens. A Ratkin Gorechild comes in with a Ratkin Gorechild. The Ratkin Gore Strider comes into Orin. Oh, a critical hit. How many does he take? 9. Oh my God. 9 points of damage. 9 points of damage. Oh, that is many Fs in the chat right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. This has been brutal. So Orin Moonborn, the Lunar Ranger, the tabletop scholar, who is a Starborn character and had been through 3 blood cages before, has been killed by the Ratkin Gore Strider. Oh my God. This is brutal. We are losing serious characters right here. I am so sorry, the tabletop scholar. Orin Moonborn, the Lunar Ranger, is dead. Oh my God. It is 8 to 6. It is 8 to 6. Yes, I feel this too. This whole blood cage has got me by the heart. Hilbo hit for 3 points of damage by the Ratkin Gorechild. Only 1 of 4. We can't lose Hilbo. We can't lose Hilbo. Blinking Porter comes up, gives the Defiant Torchbearer an additional HP. This is brutal. 8 to 6. It is 8 to 6. So, Driven Man-at-Arms. This is Robert coming up to Kobold Crawler number 3. 2 points of damage. Dropped. This is intense. We are losing characters. We are in a serious fight right here. 8 PCs to 5 monsters. Slimeling looking at Sable Phoenix. This is the Driven Man-at-Arms. 2 points of damage down to 4 of 5. 1 turned aside. Oh my God. Okay, Jaeger the Timid comes in and gives 1 temporary hit point to the Defiant Torchbearer. Oh, man. We are down to 8 of 5. Defiant Torchbearer. This is Mrs. Dave coming into Ratkin Gore Strider. 4 points of damage. I mean, that's a very serious hit, but not enough to drop the Gore Strider. We are going into round 3. Round 3 right here. Round 3. Ratkin Gorechild comes up to, oh, Kilbo. 2 points of damage. Oh, no. Oh. Kilbo Haggins is down, unconscious. Death has been cheated. Can we survive and haul Kilbo's out. Can we? Okay, Jaeger gives some temporary hit points to the Defiant Torchbearer. Oh my God, can we get him out? Please, please, can we get him out? Enoch, Corey, looking at the Ratkin Gorechild with some Firebolt coming in on the flank. 1 point of damage. Corey, we needed more than that, Corey. We needed so much more. Oh my God, Cave Imp number 2 now coming up to Courtney Jaeger. 2 points of damage. Oh my God, 4 of 5. We are 7 PCs to 5 monsters, but it does not feel like it. We've got characters who are hanging by a thread. Ratkin Gorestrider comes up to Mrs. Dave. 5 hit points, 4 turned aside, 1 taken as injury. Whoa! 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 Okay, Reginald Ironside, Sable Phoenix coming up to Ratkin Gorechild. A critical hit. 14 points of damage. 14 points of damage with the arming sword. Drives it through a catastrophic slashing wound. Cuts the Ratkin Gorechild's head off and gets fell-handed. Sable doing some work tonight, trying to do what we can do. Blinking Porter now coming up with a club, trying to beat the Ratkin Gorestrider to death. 4 points. Does it. Thunderwolf, the Blinking Porter has dropped the Ratkin Gorestrider. Nice job. Blood pools beneath him. Blood's like running out of his eye sockets. Defiant Torchbearer, Mrs. Dave coming up on Kobold Crawler number 1. 6 points of damage and drops him. Now the heroes have decided it's time to fight. Oh my God. It is 7-2. It is 7-2. Slimeling targets Robert's Man-at-Arms. Slap, or just one slap. 1 point of damage. The Driven Man-at-Arms. 7 PCs up to 2 monsters. 2 PCs are on the floor. Fidgety Hedge Mage, access your inner light, shooting a Firebolt at the Slimeling. The Slimeling is seared for 2 points of damage. We smell some burned slime in here, but it's not enough to kill him. All right, Driven Man-at-Arms, Robert Morano comes up to Slimeling. Cut it down. Open up that sack. Oh my God, no injury. Oh, no injury. The Slimeling resists it all. Oh my God, round 4. We got to open it up. Okay, Cave Imp number 2 comes in to Jaeger the Timid. 1 point. Still up right here. Somebody, come on, let's finish this. It's Jaeger. Jaeger now turns around to the Cave Imp, closing 7 points of damage with a club. The Cave Imp drops. Skull broken open. Oh my God, 7-1. We have the Slimeling up right now. Fidgety Hedge Mage. This is Inner Light coming up toward the Slimeling's flank. If a Slimeling has a flank, it apparently does. 2 points of damage hit with the staff. The Slimeling splatters. Slime goes everywhere. Whoa. Victory right there. 7 souls walk out alive. 2 are hauled out unconscious. Whoa. What a night. What a night. Whoa. Victory. The threats are cleared. 9 walk out of the cage. 3 fell. That means that all of the living characters get 10 XP. All 9 share the spoils. 3 fell, and the 3 that died get 5 XP. Whoa, that was a night. This was an epic night. Whoa, okay, we got to go to the leaderboard, and we got to see what happens. So we're going to go through the winch room, and then we'll go to the leaderboard and see if anything's changed. The winch room. Whoa, big night right here. Yes, but Sable says we did lose 2 named characters tonight. Whoa. Okay, let's turn the winch. Kilbo got 4. Kilbo got 4. Yes, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Brianna. Deploy the Goblin Medics. Dave, +1 HP. No wound. And then another one. Okay, Goblin Medics. Okay, Courtney, +1 wound. Mrs. Dave, No, nothing going there. Fish. No effect there, but 1 wound there. Let's go to promotions. Thunderwolf SBG. You got a level 1 cleric. Nice job. Wide-eyed mountebank Dave. Thief level 1. Inner Light Mage level 1. Nice job. We're going to the leaderboard after this to see how people. Charm person. Spell learned. Charm person. Nice job. Driven Man at Arms Robert. You got a level 1 knight. Let's sort and dismiss. We got what's going on in the infirmary right now? We got 28 characters in the infirmary. Oh, a stiff gnome apprentice illusionist Dave. 4 blood drops, but in the infirmary. It's going to take you 16 days. Okay, okay. So Dave's stiff gnome apprentice. What are you doing? You got 4 blood drops and you haven't named him yet, Dave? You got 4 blood drops. The stiff gnome apprentice illusionist. Dave, you need to name this gnome. He's got 16 days. He's like barely able to make a sound in the infirmary. It'll take him 16 days to recover it all. Tomocrat, a foolhardy torchbearer, 20 days to recovery. Renee is still trying to get out of here. 20 days, has suffered from a 17-point grievous bludgeoning wound. A shoddy lector, 6 days. An exhausted herbalist, that's from Tomocrat, 6 days. A mended temple initiated, 2 more days. Man, okay, so there's some critically injured people here in the infirmary. If you want to move people over to the stable, bang S space all, bang space, bang S space all, bang space S, bang space, bang S. I can't even speak. Bang S space all moves you back to the stable. All right, let's look at the leaderboard. Most kills, still boars. If there's something I was not looking at the comments there. I'm going down here. Boars. Boars is still the most killer, the top killer. He got +3, stays at 15. Boars has 15, and he now has 6 blood drops. Boars has 6 blood drops. Boars has lived through 6 blood cages. The chosen one got +1 kill, so is now number 2. The drunken Hilbo Haggins has 9 kills, went up by 4. That is a +2 in the rankings. Fell-handed Faye, Sable Phoenix's character, has now gone up to 7 total kills in the total career for a +1 level ranking. Oh, Duke Orsino. Orsino? Is that right? I was told how to say this. Duke Orsino. 6 kills. Excuse me. 6 kills. New on the ranking board. A defiant torchbearer by Mrs. Dave. Name that character. 2 blood drops. Name that character. New on here. Rio Stray. 3 blood drops with 5 kills. Nice job. Sour Cream and Onion has 5 kills. Cage MVPs. So I can't believe this. I mean, this is incredible. Boars, the Stray character, Stray's character, Boars, has 6 blood drops. Survived a blood cage on June 29th, June 29th again, June 30th, June 30th, July 10th, and then July 16th. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And with, this is Cage MVPs. 2 MVPs. We didn't have an MVP tonight. Boss Slayer. Oh, Reginald Ironsides, Sable Phoenix, now takes slot number 1. Now, Fell-Handed Fae, also a Sable Phoenix character, is at number 1 with 3. The Boss Slayers, the major monsters, that's right now the 8, and anything that comes through the portcullis. So Reginald and Fell-Handed Fae. So Sable Phoenix is taking number 1 and number 2 with Reginald and Fell-Handed Fae. Then a debt-ridden burglar from BGD. A lot of people have 2. Then we go down to number 1, a restless friar from Dave. Let's see here. Damage dealer. We now have a number 1 damage dealer, and that is Boars. Look at Boars. 6 blood drops, 2 MVPs, best defense, number 1 in highest XP, number 1 in damage dealt, and number 1 in most kills. So Stray has 82. Stray's Boars, the character Boars, has dealt 82 total damage throughout his lifetime. 82 total damage. That moves him to number 1. The Chosen One moves up 3 spaces because he inflicted 23 points of damage. The Chosen One is chasing Stray, 78 points of damage right behind him. Parker the Unassuming at 73. Bronze Bottom, who has died. I can't believe Bronze Bottom died. We have Bronze Bottom, man, I got to drink to him again. Bronze Bottom, we got to drink to you again. Bronze Bottom had dealt 67 points of damage. I'm sorry. I hate that we lost Bronze Bottom. That hurts me. This is like, can you imagine how this is going? I mean, it hurts me that we lost Bronze Bottom. 61 for Riste the Wanderer. Let's see. Orin Moon. Oh, we also lost Orin. Oh, we got to drink to Orin. I'm going to drink to Orin as well. Orin. Sable Phoenix says we need to give Bronze Bottom an actual funeral. I wonder if there's some way we could do that. Like to give an actual funeral to people. I know, we really do. Orin as well. Orin, man, that hurts me too. Orin died tonight. Bronze Bottom and Orin died tonight. I mean, here's to you. I mean, we got to drink to that. I mean, Orin and Bronze Bottom. Here's to you, Orin. Yeah, I know. Orin's loss is just as bad as Bronze Bottom, which is Stable is saying. I mean, we lost Orin and Bronze Bottom tonight. That is terrible. Here's to you, Orin. Here's to you. Famished Blacksmith's Apprentice, SF. We haven't seen SF in a while. SF, if you're here, you need to name the Famished Blacksmith's Apprentice because you're an MVP. Enoch, Corey, you're at 40. You're at 40 total damage. You came up 7 slots because you hit another 11 points of damage. Duke Orencio, 35. That's new on here. Oh, I like that. Maybe we can have a graveyard on the site and people can do... Well, we do have a graveyard. The graveyard's right here. We do actually have a graveyard. You can look at the graveyard. Maybe we have a graveyard on the site and people can donate iron coins to the funeral, give them a grander gravestone. That's an interesting idea. I mean, this is the graveyard. We do absolutely have a graveyard right here. But some of these characters deserve, yes, I think you're right, grander gravestones. Yeah, exactly. Like yes, I think so. Yes, I'll think about that. Inner Light. That's an excellent idea. Where was I? Oh, on the leaderboard. Defiant Torchbearer, Mrs. Dave, 30 points of damage. Arrived new on the leaderboard. Nice job. Most bruised. Oh my God. This is so sad. This is so sad. Bronze Bottom took the most bruised from Rene Dulac. But Bronze Bottom is dead. Now I'm really sad. Oh my God. I'm going to need another drink of beer right here. Bronze Bottom has taken 25 points of damage. That is our most bloody character. And that dropped Bronze Bottom. That So Bronze Bottom has taken 25 points of damage. Renee Dulac took 22, but Renee is still alive, but Bronze Bottom has died. Now I'm really sad. Now I am really sad. Bronze Bottom perished in a big way. Oh my God. Biggest hit? Still Trin and then Harker are first. But an Anxious Elf Minstrel, Stray, came in with 15. Nice job. And Reginald Ironside came out to 8. Or came out with 14 points of damage and hit number 8. A Restless Friar hit 12 points of damage. That's Dave. You're still here. The Chosen One came up by 1 to 12. And Oren, Oren came up to 12, but he has perished. Man, this hits tonight has hit me hard. Tonight has hit me hard. So Stray still remains number 1 with Boars. Boars has 150 experience points. It's going to take 1,000 experience points to get to level 2. Ariste and the Unsuspecting Bounty Hunter from the Tabletop Scholar is number 2 and number 3. Murdalf number 3. The Chosen One comes up 4 spaces to number 5. So the Chosen One is at 99 experience points. Bronze Bottom came up 1 but fell. I'm glad I have some beer tonight because this is rough. This is rough. Blood drops. So Boars. Okay, let's celebrate the blood drops. So Boars. I mean, can you believe this? Boars now has 6 blood drops. That is our leader by far. Stray's Boar has 6 blood drops, 2 MVP badges. Is number 1 in best defense, number 1 in highest XP, number 1 in highest damage dealt, and number 1 in most kills. I mean, by far, Boars is our hero. Boars is absolutely our hero. Now, who has 4 blood drops? The Tremulous Cultist, Mrs. Dave. You've got to name this Tremulous Cultist, Mrs. Dave. 4 blood drops right there. Survived 4 blood cages. Renee Dulac, 4 blood cages. Enoch Corey survived 4 blood cages. Ariste the Waywarder went through 4 blood cages but died. The Stiff Gnome Apprentice, that's Dave, 4 blood cages. Duke Orencio, Inner Light, 4 blood cages. I mean, pretty epic, Inner Light. Pretty epic. The Chosen One, 4 blood cages. 2 MVPs. Second most damage dealt and most kills, number 2. Drunken Kilbo Haggins, also 4 blood cages. Look at this. We're at number 9 and we still have 4. Then we go down to 3. Sir Ryder, that's Shellmel, dead. Murdalf, 3. Reginald Ironsides, 3. We have lots of 3s. Okay, Rio Stray has come up with 3. And that's it. Okay, the only person who has 2, the Dust-Covered Torchbearer, has 2. That's BCD. So basically, if you want to be on the top 25, you now have to have, on the blood drops, you have to have 3 blood drops. Whoa, best defense. Boars continues with 19 perfect defenses. Alden is dead. Amended Temple Initiate has 10. The Chosen One comes up with 2 additional perfect defenses and gets a +1. Orenci. Am I not saying it right? Duke Orenci or Durance or I'm seeing a lot of stuff in the comments. I was saying I thought it was Orencio, right? Orencio? That's right. Duke Orencio. Orencino. Or where am I supposed to put the N? I'm sorry. I was saying Duke Orencino. Instead of Orencio, it needs to be Orencio. Arencino. Okay. All right. I don't know. I want to make sure everybody gets it. Yes, Boars is definitely a real knight of the round table. Whoa. Okay. Oh, no, right here. Okay. Sour cream and onion chips is also now come up to number 4. Whoa. Okay. Let's show wrap up. There were 67 kills tonight total. 10 characters fell. There were 5 new champions named. There was 419 characters 419 damage dealt. Yeah, I'm sorry. Not characters. Orsino. Okay. Orsino. I'll try to remember that. Interlight. Orsino. I'm going to try to remember that for next tomorrow. I can't guarantee it, but Orsino. I'm hearing that right here. What Interlight is saying. I'm going to try to remember that. Orsino. Can't guarantee it. 419 points of damage were dealt tonight. New champions. So Boars goes to the Cage MVPs. Reginald Ironside, that's Sable's character, goes to Boss Slayer. Biggest damage dealers, that still goes to Boars. Bloodiest survivors, Bronze Bottom. I'm not sure. Bronze Bottom didn't survive, ultimately. Most experienced Boars. And then here are all of our fallen. So, okay, here are all of our fallen right here. Bronze Bottom, Bloodstone, Orin Moonborn, an ostracized tribal warrior, a slouching halfling farmer, a cobbled alchemist assistant, a runaway blacksmith's apprentice, a lowly blacksmith's apprentice, an exiled heavy infantryman, and a wide-eyed smuggler. Here's to you. Bronze Bottom will always live in our hearts. Warriors of the Night. Sable Phoenix Reginald, +6 kills. Stray, an anxious elf minstrel. Name that anxious elf minstrel, Stray. Let's get him going. Duke Arencino. Inner Light, +4. Rio, Stray, +3. Boars, +3. Reginald. Damage dealt tonight. Reginald, Sable Phoenix, dealt 41. An anxious elf minstrel, 26. Must have a name for that character, Sable. A chosen one, +23. An ostracized tribal warrior, +22. Duke Arencino. Inner Light, +22. Blow of the Night, an anxious elf minstrel, which was a critical, a dagger against the white ape. A dagger against the white ape, Stray. 15 points of damage. You got Blow of the Night. Excellent. New to the boards, we've already been over that. Okay. Whoa. Okay. What a night. Thank you, everybody, for being with me tonight. Let's go to the tavern. You've got a few more seconds to bang spawn or to move things over on zornsdungeon.com. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. This was epic. This was absolutely epic. Thank you very much for being with me tonight. Had a great time. This was 4 epic fights. These were 4 incredible fights. Thank you so much for being with me. Go forth, be creative, and be constructive. I plan on seeing you tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Friday, right? I plan on seeing you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.